Yeah, just do his voice.
So I'm here to give my official business recap of the mission we just had. I just think that we should go through line by line, making sure that we hit every item. Feel free to interrupt me. This is a casual, informal summarization of the meeting. So last time we were going through the ship, exploring. I knew we should have prepared for gas. I'm gonna do it next time. It's on my action items. We ran through the room. We run into a robot. Don't worry, I was prepared. I took care of it.
It wasn't gas. It was air.
We were able to retrieve some information going through the rest of the rooms after the threat was taken care of. And so moving forward, these are the, I don't remember the actual things we found. I know we found the video, and then there was the blood all over the walls. And then 2 was like, I can't do it.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, so he'll go through those. Because I want to make this canon that he's doing this.
This is
it's the actual action report.
Can I veto 2 ever doing this again?
What the actual report?
But yeah,
I'm so
that's the
sad
recap.
you can't
We
do the
found
voice
terrible.
all the time.
Yeah, right. We found terrible, bloody, sad, depressing things. We killed a robot, and then we saw that video that was like, "Ooh, the project was a success."
Well, we didn't kill all the robots though. There was one that was nice.
Yes, we did get a robot friend.
That
And
was
then
really
nice.
nice. That was
also-
hooked in.
He respected Hannah's authority.
Yep.
Yeah, which was
Only because of
very,
the
very good.
smell cars.
Yes, my authority is Dr. White.
Oh yeah, we got a Sames.
The very important question I have is, did you take the robot back with you onto the ship?
No!
Sounds like a
Absolutely.
bad idea.
No!
Mhm.
Terrible idea.
Oh my gosh, no!
The money
I
though.
want-
Ryan Ram shake hands, yes.
Mhm.
I want people to vote,
No.
and
No!
and just so that I can easily tally it all.
Yeah.
One time and no or a yes.
What about abstain?
No
There
staying.
is no abstaining.
Abstaining,
There
don't
is
be
no
cowards.
abstaining. One cannot abstain.
Finn was gonna abstain too, so it's kind of awkward.
Hey, you're not allowed to abstain.
But they're
Because
worth money,
this
aren't
is
they? And that's what
important.
everyone wants, money.
People like money, yes.
People like money.
Who needs
I
money when
want
you can
I
have
want
a friend? Yeah.
This thing could kill us so easily.
Look at
It
the
hadn't-
look at the
it-
vacuum
it
of
was the-
space.
It was the only one on that ship who didn't go crazy.
It wasn't
and it
affected-
survived all this time.
It wasn't affected by the virus, as far as we're aware.
Imagine we could have a friend, guy.
Only reason why I'd want it on the ship is to take it
saying
apart.
to feed the synths a story, not bring the synths back to the ship.
The only reason why I would want to bring it back to the ship is because I could deconstruct it and see how it works.
Can I
You've
ask
got 2 other
what
things
the
for that. Leave this one be.
captain's opinion would be?
No, this is a
You see-
functioning one. This is a
you
functioning
see-
one, not a broken one.
I'm not going to tell you anything but what the NPCs would say because this is being decided amongst yourselves.
But we have a call with the other
It's
team.
it's
and
it's all
stuff.
right. There was static right when you made the
Oh
call.
come on!
Oh my god.
What unfortunate timing that we got static right when we needed an answer to the question.
Exactly.
It's comedic timing.
You know, Lauren likes to take in things.
You already have a mouse. You
She has a
already
mouse.
have a mouse. You don't need a pet robot. It's fine.
Why not?
Because the only reason why I would want it is because I could take it apart, and it probably wouldn't like being taken
No,
apart.
probably would not.
I think we're outnumbered, Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm worried we might be facing a tie here, actually.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
Only two people
Lauren and
now know.
Flynn have not have
Wait.
abstained, but there's no. It's still a tie.
Oh, oh.
God damn it, we have a tie!
It's a tie.
Wrath, where's Wrath? God damn it, where's
Here.
Wrath when you need him?
Can we flip a coin?
I'm okay with the coin flip.
Why are all our decisions come down to flipping a coin?
It's distressing.
It shows that we have a great big range of ideals and thoughts. We're a
not very
well
professional.
diversified group.
I am not
Clearly,
going to
you need more
justify to the
mechanisms in place.
captain that we brought the synth here on a coin flip.
This is the second coin flip we've made for an extremely dangerous decision.
Perhaps we should set rules then. Perhaps we set some rules then. If there's ever a tie, it goes to one side over the other. I vote that it goes towards yeah.
You know, that actually...
I also
Wait a minute.
vote
No, that
that
doesn't
it
make sense.
You need a little bit more positivity in your life. The eyes have it, as they say, right?
Yeah, we need
How
like
these meat and shits go.
we need
Well,
2/3 majority vote.
May I present to you a reasonable line of thought?
God
No.
damn it,
It
Finn.
only responded to us because we had, and he raises the key cards. As it turns out, everyone else on the ship has not stolen an identity
Actually, we did.
and will not
Right.
be registered by the synth as a part of the crew or an ally.
Counterpoint. It recognizes your authority as the ID you have. You could just give it clearance to register everyone as allies.
Or, hey, Dr. White, wanna give us identities? We can be in you crew.
So you want me to take time to add every single person on the ship to
Just to
this
be-
synthetic?
Just to be absolutely clear here, Hana, your counterpoint now has fallen down to you're lazy?
It has fallen down to we don't even know if that will register.
Well, it's something we can try.
Wait a minute.
Why
Your
don't we run
point,
this by the captain first?
What if we ask
Right.
the opinion of the synth?
your point was that there's a way to do it, but not why we should do it.
Well, my point was a counterpoint to his first point. I raised my own point.
Sure, raise your point.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He guns it right.
Plus,
It's
it's hella
also
goddamn
fucking
expensive.
dangerous.
If we can get it somewhere, if it doesn't ever work out, we can get it somewhere and sell it off for tons of creds.
The issue
what-
there is that, similar to artificial intelligence and other things, it is capable of remembering who we were and who sold it. The nice thing about when you sell pieces of a hull or something like that is it can't tell you who sold it.
Are we worried about that? Because we've only given it fake identities so far.
It's seen our faces.
And it's a
And
pretty
it's
big
tracking is quite
galaxy.
advanced
Any of
nowadays.
our faces really worth anything?
It's a
It
pretty
could
big
be if
galaxy,
we were ever
Hana.
discovered that we were in a restricted area of the universe. It directly ties us to here.
Not if nobody knows where here is. It's fine. You're worrying too much.
Are you worried about being tied to here?
I think all of us should be worried about being tied directly back to here.
Okay.
You got something you want to share with the class? Doc?
So,
No, I'm
So,
simply aware of the fact that we are all in a highly restricted area touching things that are illegal to touch and planning to sell
technically.
them off.
Technically,
so should we
everybody
not?
does it.
So should we not sell anything from here then? Because technically
Oh
our
no, we
buyer would.
should.
No, I honestly.
We
I
can
don't-
sell things from here because our buyer, we have confidentiality between them. We cannot assure confidentiality between us and the synthetic.
Okay, why don't you just? Okay, could we maybe tell the robot to classify our faces and everything, or scrub our data?
I don't. Is that something that can be done, Chance?
I don't know. Can it be done?
I'm asking you. Can I roll?
This is
I'm
what
just saying,
Chance does
you
every
don't know.
fucking time.
You don't know.
Is there a
The
roll
point-
that can be made?
Yes, you
A
can
brain
make a brains
something?
fringe wise.
For fuck's sake!
I don't know. Is the sun yellow?
I fucking hate this every time. It's every fucking time with Chance.
I don't know. Can it?
And then I'll use the same thing on him in SCP, and he'll be like, "No, that's bullshit, Jordan. I do it different.
I do it too.
Oh, those
It's different when I do it."
You know it's
success or 2 successes. Sorry.
All right, so you don't know the exact, exactly how these things sort of work out, but you know that the handful of synths that are still in production, very small amount, they do most certainly have manual overrides. They can be told to shut down. They can have their memory and data tampered with. These ones, you're not too sure if you can, but you might be able to. It seems like it has some, from your experience with it, some hard-coded like rules that it has to obey. Like it can't come into this area, even when you try to override that. It was like, no, I can't. However, at the same time, despite being like other people cannot be in here, you just had to give them permission, and then it stepped down the way. So there's a possibility that you could do something.
Friend?
Okay.
I have a question, GM.
Yes.
Since I do have a specialty in Terran tech, could I roll to see if I know how to do a manual override?
So, in the case with you having a specialty in Terran tech, that just means that you've worked with it plenty of times.
Yeah, I just wanted
But
to know if it was possible. So I was,
it's
I was
possible
reaching.
to make a roll to try to override it, but you're going to need to take it apart, and you're going to need to take apart its parts of it to try to even find that. You don't even know where to start on this.
Well, there's broken ones. We could find that. We could look at the broken first. Okay.
Again,
Look at
you could indeed look at the broken ones and try to find, where their command and control area is, but you don't know where to begin. So unfortunately, I can't let you make a roll right now to try to figure that out. You're going to need to take a bit of time to figure that out.
Cool. Then my vote changes to if I know how to if I can figure it out.
Let's just take it.
No.
We'll take it.
Prepare for.
Well, here's the compromise, if I may.
No.
We can leave it here because we need to strip the ship anyway. And here, and he looks at Finn, we can try and work on it. If it is possible to set it to be friendly to the crew and capable of scrubbing its data so that it cannot pass on any of our identities or what we were doing here, then that should be fine. I don't see any reason for needing to take it on the ship when these processes can be performed here. That way, if it is impossible to do, we haven't given it any additional information, and if it is possible, we'll just bring it on once it is complete.
Yeah. Fine by me.
I just didn't really think bringing a synth that had the possibility to kill us all on our ship would be a good idea.
Thank you.
Hey,
I mean-
out of character.
Yeah. Nailed the first one pretty well.
I'm giving the data log a quick read. And there's something about where is it?
Come on.
POW. Describe the possibilities for cataloging fucking bot self-replicating aggressive viral tendencies and maybe assimilation. Still reading through, but do we know if this thing is among that?
So BOW is a biological thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Biological
quite
organic
literally-
weapon or something?
exactly from Resident Evil.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So what they use for the terminology, because I figured, like, hey, most of you like the big man in Resident Evil, so most of you have probably played Resident Evil, and most of you probably know some of the lore of Resident Evil.
Big man.
Yes.
Choke me, mummy. Yeah.
The
Well,
other
that's
big
the
man.
no, that's the big lady.
Oh.
different one. Very
Yeah,
different
yeah.
one.
We like the
big man-
enthusiasm, though. We like the
Yeah,
enthusiasm.
the enthusiasm's fantastic.
Just-
The big man's the guy that wears his hat. If you shoot his hat, he gets
His
Isn't there
name's
two
Mr.
big
X.
men?
Yes, there's
No.
two. One's named Nemesis, the other's named Mr. X.
Yeah.
There's a
And
third
there's a
one
big
if you
lady.
count Birkin.
Oh, okay. One big man and one big lady.
There's only the big man, and then there's the crybaby man. Nemesis is the crybaby man.
Hey,
He's a
leave
big
him
man.
alone.
He's
He's
big
a
man.
crybaby.
I'm not a crybaby.
All right, so we take the robot.
No.
No.
Chance, you got my hopes up so high for a second.
So we
there.
don't take the robot.
Khan's horny took the wheel.
We
real
work.
fast.
We work on the robot. We work on taking the.
Okay, we work on
Yeah.
the robot.
We leave the
Okay.
what Hana proposes is leaving the robot on the ship since we're needing to strip the ship for all its parts anyway, and then while everyone else is stripping the ship, we work on recoding the robot, and if we can bring it back onto the ship.
Mm,
Thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Sounds good.
Seems like
All
a
right.
Good idea to me.
So, first things first. We're gonna make our first roll of the day. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. I need everyone to make me some cold checks because you got to deal with a bunch of dead people.
Yay!
We still have that blessing.
No.
This is different now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This-
As a medical officer.
Did
Um,
I
This is
get
straight
my
cold,
half an
right?
hour?
Right? It's straight
It's
cold.
Oh,
your
there's a
cold
D10.
double, or your
Oh,
Yeah,
cool
this is
double.
very cold. Also, all
that
of
was
your
D10. Hang on.
all of your cold would have been reset back to 0 or. for
Oh
Cadian's
my
one.
god! Why?
Hang on.
Those are D6, Cal. Those are D6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wrong roll.
Oh, fuck.
Cadians are always at 1.
Oh
so
my god, Ram.
You're
Wait,
back at
they're-
1.
They're at one void, not cold.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So you're back at 0 cold. Because
It made no difference, Finn.
Alright, Finn, rest in pieces.
Okay, so Finn, that's a lot of dead people. That's a lot of dead people. Also for you, Jordan, I will actually give it to you.
Oh.
You're a medical professional. You've dealt with a lot of dead things before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a part of your job sometimes on the salvage stuff is that you're the poor bastard that has to catalog
Oh, I
everything.
got an autopsy.
Thankfully here, you don't need to autopsy anything because it's like you just turn on the incinerator and you're kept pretty busy, Rye. Pretty busy.
I can't believe I've become the one person from what was that fucking game called? Now I can't remember it.
Super Mario.
No, definitely not that. Thank you though. Thanks for the help.
Bobby's Makeover 2009.
I could assist in that duty.
Yeah, you definitely could. If you are helping Rye with the bot, specifically the incinerator duties, that is going to be a void check for both of you. Rye, you get a +2. Lorne, you get a -1.
Ooh.
-1. Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
do.
Normally, I'd give you a -2 there, Lorne, but you're an arbiter. I think that deserves something, and I think your
Gotta bless
arbiter,
these bodies.
and I think your arbiter bonus also
I
gives
think
you something too.
Does give me a second.
2 behind Ralph.
Yeah, I get +1 to.
Yeah, so that means you just roll it without any minuses or positives.
And
Just-
this is void. Is that just another cool roll?
Yep,
then?
another cool ×2.
Okay.
All right, so
Hey.
Lauren and Rye, you're both doing pretty well. It's a grueling task. It's kind of unfortunate, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
It seems within
It's
the
alright.
duties of an arbiter.
Yeah. It's just normally in past experience, maybe 1 or 2 bodies, maybe at a time.
You're not a
This
whole
is
ship
like
full.
this is like
Whole space station.
300. This is exactly 312 bodies.
All right, let's get to work. Pulls out bone saw.
Why is it a fucking? Why does it have an engine in it?
It's high power for when bodies calcify.
It's nano powered.
So,
I plugged it into my suit.
It uses solar power.
Finn, I will say that you do take a singular cold.
Yeah, I already I already did
Yep.
that. I knew that was gonna.
How are people? How's everyone doing for a void? Yeah, everyone's doing pretty good for a
I don't think
void.
anyone has void.
Fantastic.
Hmm.
Fantastic.
Do we have
No,
to
I'm.
So-
roll?
I've gotten close. I'm good.
Yep. So I just want to make sure that I don't need to make anyone make any void checks. So since I don't, actually, no, I'll do that later. So during this time, Finn, I need you to roll me once for a gut feeling repairs. You can include your Terran thing, and for completely dismembering a one of the synths, you can add another +1. However, by doing this, that makes that synth worthless. So you can add additional bonuses for the other synths that you've taken apart previously and then try to put back together so you can understand everything about them, but that does make them worthless.
Yeah, the one that's like the one that's like really trashed. Does that work? Can that one do that one?
Yep, because
The one that was really trash.
they're all in pretty bad condition.
Okay.
In total, there is pardon me. 1 second, I'll tell you the actual full amount of synths that are on the ship. So you got Bill 1, Bill 2, then you have Mill 5, Mill 7, Mill 8, Mill 9, Mill 12, and Mill 14. So
Hey.
And one of
You
them is
have-
just a drop in the bucket at this point.
you have a total of 8 synths.
I have a question because I keep forgetting. For specialties, it's just reroll 8s, not any extra die.
You get a plus die, I think, as well.
You also got a
Mhm.
+1.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess.
Fuck, I keep forgetting that.
So I get a +1 from dissecting the robot, and also a +1 from my bonus, right?
Yep.
2 brothers-in-law and 6 mothers-in-law. Oh boy.
You need to get a certain amount of successes in this case.
Okay.
I will because I will say it is going to be a moderate challenge, so you're going to need at least 3 successes.
Oh, how do I do rerolling? Because I.
You add a exclamation point at the end.
Might want to use a willpower too.
Yeah, it might be worth a willpower.
I guess I will willpower it because I do have like 4 willpower.
Okay.
I have willpower.
How do we regain willpower again, Chance?
So you gain willpower by spending like a week or two kind of relaxing TM, or at the end of a story sort of thing.
Okay.
And it depends upon how good your ship is.
How much dice? How much dice do I get for a willpower?
3 dice,
3K.
or alternatively, you can get a little bit. You can get something else. 1 second. So you can get 2 extra dice, or remove a location roll debuffs. Right now there is no debuffs, so you can only get the 2 dice. So it's 2 dice. It's a little bit different than WAD. Sorry.
Double what I needed.
Okay, that's pretty good. So it does take a good chunk of time to get it all ready about, and you do have to dismantle the one that was shot up by the group. So first you probably figured that, the command and control section was in the head itself. No, wasn't in there. So then you're like, oh, it's probably in the the chest plate. So you start looking at the chest plate. That turned out to be ever so slightly dangerous, as the reactor was still active.
Luckily, I have my
Surprisingly. But before anything catastrophic could occur, you were able to do a cool shutdown of that. Took a little bit of time, and everyone was advised to stay out of that room for a little while, but you did it. Then came the part of learning that the mill model had not only one, command interface, it had multiple, a total of 3 of them actually.
Ah, damn.
And it seemed that all of them had the exact same functionality, and they were spread out not evenly. It was more like an L sort of shape, and very much so that if one of them got destroyed, the other ones could take up the function. It seemed like this particular model, one of them did get destroyed by one of the stray shots going into its chest, ripping it apart, but you're pretty sure that it was likely identical to the others. However, during your tearing of a part of it and having either Rai or Hana helping you translating some of the text that are here and there, you were able to find the proper method of disassembling and getting access to said compartment. So, about day 4 of a salvage operation, it's going to take about another week to finish the job on the Iris at least. Most of the station has been completely totaled by the lovely Rossi and its wonderful crew. But the big day has arrived where you get Hana to have your Bill 1 to go into a shutdown maintenance mode so that it can undergo some repairs as well. It needed an explanation for why it had to shut down.
That's fine.
From there, you were able to open up remove the armor plates from its chest, open up its compartments, and get direct access to the console pad within it. From there, I now need someone else, or even you, to now make a brains computers.
Hannah.
This,
I can take that.
and if someone has hacking, this could apply.
If
Alternatively,
only had rat. If only had
alternatively, because Raph did say we could NPC Mindy, someone could roll for Mindy's.
please.
What's Mindy's role on that? Probably better
Very
than
good.
mine. So
Very good. 1 second.
Yeah.
Open up Mindy. So Mindy gets a. If it would load. Mindy has 8 dice. That's including their computer's hacking.
okay, yeah, that's better than I'd get.
So someone would like to roll that die for me?
Is it possible for me to assist Mindy to give them more dice?
How would you be assisting them?
Well, translating first one.
Well, the translating is why we're not taking minuses.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Moral
Like,
support. No, I'm joking.
No, bridge terminaling in, and kind of like when you have 2 people analyzing data at once, sort of thing. That way, if one person misses it, the other might see it.
All right. Give me a brains computer. You can add your bridge terminal.
Nice.
And depending upon your successes will depend upon how many extra dice Mindy can get in this situation.
Bridge terminal only goes up to +3, correct?
Yep.
Okay. 2 more dice to Mindy.
All right. So, whoever wants to roll for Mindy, it's 10 dice plus their free bridge terminal, so 13 dice in total.
Jesus.
Is it rerolls? No,
It is rerolls.
I'll roll it.
Ooh.
It's the same thing I had. 13 dice, right?
Yep.
Oh!
Nice!
Okay. So, Mindy is able to get into the systems there, and the first variable to determine is that at least this model, there is no virus on it, nothing. So it's clean in that regard. Additionally, Mindy is able to do a complete factory restart of it. They rolled so well. Meaning, you can input whatever commands you want into it. There is a couple of rules that it has to follow, which, no matter how good of a hacker Mindy is, isn't able to change. Those rules are as follows. I'm just writing them out real quick.
No worries. Hey, children, we got our sames.
Yes!
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Friend.
What is friend's name?
Spent 4 days trying to get this done.
Bill.
Bill.
It's a factory reset. We can name friend whatever we want.
I spent 4 days picking apart a robot to figure out how to do this.
The first
Factory
thing I
reset,
wanted to
good
say
name.
is just call it Mouse.
Ryan would just be like, yes, good.
If we're following Lauren's naming conventions, wouldn't we just name it Robot?
Yes, let's name it Robot.
That's so mean.
So mean.
It actually does have a... Doesn't it technically kind of have a brain?
It does
I think
have a brain.
robot would be the most accurate name.
It does have a brain.
So,
Call it
naming a
Robbie.
robot.
So those are the 3 hard rules that are written into it, which
Ooh.
cannot be.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very much so.
So if it ever came to, it would destroy itself, and possibly.
Well,
If it got
we-
captured, it'd destroy itself.
Yeah.
When we did factory reset it, if it ever gets stolen from us, it would.
Rule 2 is fine. Rule 1 is dangerous if we're going close to old Terran shit, which would have
Right.
an AI that could give it an order. But I think
Which
it's like,
is
isn't this one of the first times you've come to like a Terran station that's this big, right, Chance?
This is the first time Varossi has ever been near this much Terran junk.
okay.
Right.
So in character,
So-
we wouldn't have a reason to be worried about that.
In character, it is, I think, for most crews, safe to say that it
They'll
may
never-
not come off as
they'll never
much
come up
red
again.
flag. Right. I will say Hana is seeing red flags in that one. though.
Fair enough. Hana's got some sus little secrets. That first rule kind of changes Ram's mind a little bit, but also friend.
But also
Friend.
friend.
Additionally, I will say, Finn, it is possible to repair this lad's arm and give him a new arm. Well, not exactly new, but a salvaged arm from one of the other Robo friends.
Okay. We need to decide if we're keeping him, if I need to repair him or not.
When I say keep him, and I say we name him Robbie, because he is number 1.
We just paint a giant number 1 on his chest.
Basically, so long as we don't put him on the south, like when we look over other Terran text, we don't bring him. I think
we
that's
just leave
all we
him
need to
on our
do.
ship. Yeah, just leave him there. Like or like preemptively have him deactivate.
That's
So
the
yeah,
idea.
Like shut
deactivate
down for
him.
repairs every time we go near Terran stuff.
Yeah.
Like just have him shut down.
I like this.
How tall is
Well,
he?
I guess I will repair his arm.
It is a 7 foot 3 inches tall.
Aw.
A big boy.
It's as tall as Lorne.
It's a little shorter, I think. I'm 8.
Oh, okay. Then yes, Lorne is taller than it.
Wow.
So
She's
to
big.
repair, I still get my Terran bonus. Yes.
Yep.
This is to repair it. 6 success.
Although I think for the most part it
Nice.
will appear taller because she stoops a lot.
Yeah.
So first, so I'm gonna also repair its arm. So even if it does remember, we told it to shut off for a specific reason. It did get its arm repaired.
So with 6 successes, because that is a critical thing, because you got more than 5. Well, you got 5 or more, and there is nothing you're aiming for in this situation. You are able to definitely repair its arm. You're even able to repair some of its chest plates and other armor bits here and there. It's still in rough shape, really rough condition.
It's like the rust.
If you salvaged another bot, maybe that cube friend that y'all never wanted to activate, you might be able to give it a bit more.
Cube friend is worth money though, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Cube Fred is in
friend
tip-top shape.
is worth money.
Let's
Yeah.
not jeopardize our cash.
I've already spent one fucking robot to get this thing.
Alright.
I'm not spending another one.
So this one, it is a bill model. Unlike the mills, it doesn't have a lot of inbuilt combat systems. It's heavily plated. It's pretty stocky, and you're pretty sure that if you needed something extra heavy to be picked up and someone doesn't have a kinetic unit on them, Bill could pick it up with relative ease, or Robbie, or whatever you're going to end up calling it. But I'll add it to Rossi's lovely list of things at some point. But you now have a Bill model, Terran synth, which
Oh my gosh.
recognizes Rossi's crew as its superiors,
Aww.
and recognizes Rossi as its home vessel.
One question.
Yes.
Does it recognize Hannah as Dr. White, or is he Hannah now?
If Hana wanted to be kept as Dr. White, it would have been as Dr. White. However,
With the
it
factory
would,
reset, yeah.
because that it would recognize everyone as whatever Mindy and Hana typed into it.
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm so glad Wrath isn't here today. Never mind, I changed my mind.
Sin's right there. You can't read.
That means Bree gets to decide.
So that
he
means
calls us.
Bree and Mindy. So Bree and Raph are going to get to decide at some point.
Oh no, Robbie's gonna call Rai gun.
Oh, you are officially designated Lauren.
Oh, I am.
Yep, Lauren is Lauren. No, in the thing, Rai would be Rifle.
Okay.
The full designation.
Oh no!
Couldn't you ask the synth to call you something else? Or
I
just
could.
No,
Oh,
like,
wait.
something outside of its program. Yeah, outside of its programming. Like, could you can you call me? Can you call me this? Will it fucking remember?
Only people which Hana and Mindy label it as administrators or officers will be able to give it, override commands.
You should probably give the captain override commands.
You should absolutely.
Oh, duh.
You should also give the engineers override commands.
The
Nah.
security team, maybe.
If I want it, yeah, whatever.
The security team,
Captain.
maybe.
Captain has it. Hash doesn't have shit because we don't give Hash responsibilities.
Hush, thumbs up in the distance. Keeping it real, Hana.
Here's what I do. Trent, but only on Tuesdays. And
You know he would put that robot to work otherwise.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Amanda?
yeah, probably Amanda too. I'm also gonna give it to 6.
Good choice.
I mean, if we're giving it to numbers,
I'm the one who spent 4 days trying to get this, and I'm not.
It still listens to commands from you. You just can't change its programming.
sad.
Administrative privileges.
Mm-hmm.
We can hear that.
So those are probably the ones. And then, of course, Mindy has administrator. I'm assuming since Hana helped program it, and he just shared he gave himself administrator too.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Of course. It's not like you spent 4 days trying to.
What are you doing, too?
He's spinning.
We're in space.
Wee.
Wee. We have a bot, though. We have a friend. Yeah.
Can we get a nameplate on Robbie?
Only if I
Before
get
I-
administered privileges.
So,
I'll
but
put it on
before I
there.
give him
He's a salty little boy.
He will be adorned
Before
with
I give him a
beads.
nameplate, did Trent get administration too, or
On
did you say
Tuesdays, right?
stipulation with
It was
that?
only on Tuesdays, wasn't it?
Trent
okay.
only on Tuesdays.
So there's not a Tuesday written down, but you can
Every
put
7
in
days.
the numerical number for the Tuesday down there. So you're
Yeah.
able to set that up.
Oh boy.
And the thing is, Trent will not be informed immediately. I'm gonna leave it for him to figure out, so that when he's trying to watch football and he tries to make this thing do his duties, it's gonna say no because he watches on like Wednesdays.
Wait, but it follows commands no matter what. It's
Yeah,
just-
but like he can't change his programming. He can't administratively do something
Okay.
unless it's a Tuesday.
Mindy
And then-
preemptively, like, he cannot make it work for him.
Is
Eventually-
there- Yep, go on.
I just imagine eventually he'll figure it out, and on one Tuesday, and eventually he's gonna get admin access. I'm just giving him a little bit of time to entertain himself by figuring out how.
Very
I bet
good.
you when he figures it out on Tuesday, he's just gonna make a plan for the week. He's gonna put in work to not do work.
Oh boy.
Can we put in the stipulation in the code, like much like DeviantArt, administrators cannot boot other administrators?
That is already in there. The only way to boot other administrators is to do a, factory
reset.
restart.
Which I can do.
Good, perfect.
I joke. 4 days of work.
There you go.
Aww.
Friend! I'll get away from my daughter. Oh, friend!
So at some point, Bree, you have homework with Raph just to tell him you have some simple rules that you have for him.
Okay.
But
I
we're
will
not
take
going to go
notes.
for that right now. Just think of that.
Yeah.
Oh. So now, because all of y'all have been spending about 2 weeks in the cold void, need everyone to make another void check.
That just
Um,
a roll check.
However, before you make that void check, Arbiter, you
Yeah.
get to do
What do
something.
I get to do?
So I need to bring up your character sheet first and foremost. So I don't want to lie to you.
Okay.
Because I do that pretty often. Okay. So. So you can. It's not actually one of your abilities, but I figure that it would fit your role here on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
That you would certainly go out and, help people with their, the dark.
Yes.
So, you can make me a clout rhetoric plus your sway to, help people out. And this will be one roll for everyone. And depending upon the, successes you get, people get that additional to their roll.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because you're doing your job.
I'm doing my job. I might willpower this.
Yeah, hey, absolutely.
How much does willpower add?
2.
Okay.
Still
And-
worth it.
Yes, I think so. 3.
All right, so when everyone makes their void check, so that's your cool times 2, add your free, plus whatever bonuses you have.
And mine still might just straight +1, because me.
Guess I'm unfortunately, you don't get your own bonus.
It's +3, you said, correct?
Yep, +3.
Oh.
Thank you, Lord!
And could someone please roll me 9 dice for Mindy?
I can get it.
Oh, shit.
Never
Sorry.
mind.
Rolling voids,
Go for
right?
it, go
Hold
for it,
on.
go for it.
Void
+3.
Oh, we're getting +3.
because Lauren's at bay.
Okay, void. Oh, that's only for cold rolls. So,
Who's rolling the 9 dice?
Like 1,000 people jumped in and nobody ended up doing it.
I'll do it. It's fine. Got it.
Okay.
Totally got it.
You've got good rolls.
I think everyone jumped in, but then because everyone jumped in, no one wanted to step on anyone else.
So it's
Yeah.
how many dice?
9 dice.
9.
Oh,
Those are 6s.
That's D6s.
Oh,
wait, is it?
You keep
Yes.
rolling d6s.
Why do I do the? Why is that even there?
Nice.
this better.
Nice.
All
Okay,
right.
well, yeah.
Either way, both successes.
Yeah.
I want to cry. That's...
you can just make a macro too, if that's easier.
Thank you, Lord.
You're welcome.
Local me about to go crazy until Lauren holds my hand.
Yep.
One moment.
Everyone's just freaking out, and Lord just walks up, holds their hand, and they're like, "Yes."
I'm at peace now. This is good. Nothing out there is scarier than the girl right next to
The
me.
universe is large and uncaring, but we are still here, persevering.
No.
Given this, Andrea, I would like to do an RP with you, because
Okay.
this feels very much like a when you go, Father, I need to confess my sins kind of thing, and you feel better afterwards.
We can do that, yeah.
Oh, Hannah, your sins.
Your sins. Oh.
I have
Your
never
sins, my lord.
I've never committed a sin in my life.
Not a shin, but a
Alright.
sin, maybe.
And after, taking apart the Iris Station and
Look at all of our storage. Heyo.
taking up all of that space, and you also put a lot of the more expensive stuff, and I'll just mark it down with a nice purple lines. So a lot of the expensive stuff that you don't want on the outside of a ship is filling up those hangars.
Very nice.
No, that hangar, because it's a singular hangar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We did get a fair bit of shit, didn't we?
Mhm.
Nice.
You also, just in case, your 2 shuttles have been packed into this hangar.
Okay.
So normally they're packed inside these 2 hangars, but now they're packed here side by side. That's you have one lander and one just regular shuttle, so that you can look. Basically, it's a very shitty tugboat, so you can help move stuff around while in space,
Mm-hmm.
but it gets the job done.
Is there any reason they're both in the one now?
It's to make space just in case, because you still haven't even reached the
We're gonna look at the planet.
debris
aren't we?
Yeah,
field.
Or
that's
that,
true.
yeah.
The only stuff that was left behind were common materials, basically. All of the important electronics that are still salvageable, all in here. And
Okay.
they've been neatly piled up. And additionally, actually, one of the other hangars would be filled up as well. This hangar. Because this is the only one that can actually store that big chonker.
What chonker?
The remnants of the sensors array. And also including the jump relay. Because the jump relay was still in working order. It took a lot of effort to remove it, but in the end, the group would have been able to get it out there. Plus, the sensors array was disassembled into parts and all stuck in there. But for the time being, that no one's allowed to go in there because it is being deemed as dangerous because of how full it is. Also because the sensors array is slightly irradiated.
Oh,
Not enough to, make you sick if you, are in there for a couple minutes, but enough to make you sick if you go in there like a lot.
so no vent exploration there for now.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, thankfully for you, no vent behaviors. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Just because, something happens, you don't want to decompress the entire ship.
Mm-hmm.
You want to adopt the turrets?
As in, I would like to, when we're taking the ship apart, I would like those turrets in my workshop, please.
Okay. So you're gonna
Local
need to make a
gunman
roll.
sees gun.
So you're gonna need to make a roll for me. A gut feeling repairs.
Okay.
This is
Mechanical
Dracula.
engineering.
I'll give it to you.
Yes. 7, 8. Four successes.
Okay, so you're not able to get all the turrets. The captain, once he realizes what you're doing, quickly does that, running thing and just slaps you gently across the face. It's like, no. But it's not so much a slap as it is he just whacks you with a piece of paper. It's like, no.
A bap.
Bad.
But you're able to sneak 2.5 turrets away.
Nice.
And you were a scummy person, and you got the 2.5 turrets which were not shot up.
Nice.
Extremely nice.
Almost places in workshop. 2.5 turrets.
2.5 turns.
Well, that half
Here
turret
we
can
are.
obviously be cannibalized for the other turrets.
There, I
So-
have put it in the work. Or where's the workshop?
14. Right?
Oh, there they are. They're beautiful. I can't believe I just got whapped with a piece of paper. I love their relationship. It's just like, Gremlin, stop.
No.
The one with the incapacitated, that's the half.
Okay.
You got the important bits, but not all the important bits. And the other two you're able to completely get. Of course, you didn't take, the rotary controls and all the other, big, heavy crap. You took the important bits.
The gun
Like-
bits.
So, you have the part of a rotation system, so that if you wanted to, remake a turret, you could. And you have the entirety of the, the gun itself, including the shield, all the systems involved in there. But yeah, so you're able to do that. Is there anything else anyone in particular would like to do before Verasi leaves the place?
Can't think of anything for me.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Other than
mean-
making new beaded necklace for new Robbie friend.
Aww.
Very good. The other simps are in, hangar number 5 with the other electronics. Just so y'all know.
Powered down, powered up.
All of them powered down.
Okay, cool.
Yep. The cube was surprisingly easy to get. So eventually someone had to get the cube,
Mhm.
and the cube didn't even activate.
Wow,
The
all of
cube was
that.
in standby mode the entire time.
Cool. Well, cool.
Yep. And however, you did take what the cube was on, and the cube was on a recharging station. So
We have a Robbie recharging station.
you have a recharging station somewhere on the ship, TM. The captain was low-key miffed that that was the only recharging station that was still operational on the station,
Mm.
but it is likely that people would have strong-armed the poor captain to letting y'all keep Robbie, even though the captain is quite, against it. He was outvoted by his brother, who also had Celestine disagree with him, and Trent.
Ash and Celestine just
You-
like
fucking Trent's readiness to have that robot is the exact reason why he doesn't get full-time admin access.
All right.
Franklin
friend-
agrees with Fry. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Franklin is no longer feeling under the weather. Boop.
Yay.
Franklin.
The boy's back.
He's back.
Ah, boy.
He's not getting minuses anymore. So, all of that said and done, Barassi moves away from its debris field, leaving the remnants to fall back into orbit. The captain really wanted to get the tether, however, Barassi just isn't big enough or equipped to get the tether.
How
So,
big is a tether? Jeez.
the tether is kilometers. 1 second. Let me look at my notes.
Sounds like the Rossi's supposed to be pretty big. Never mind. Yep.
It is 11,000 kilometers.
Wow. Okay.
And the part, however, the important parts that he wants to grab, because most of that's just materials. Varasi, he doesn't feel comfortable with Varasi getting close enough to the atmosphere of the gas
Again.
giant to mess with those bits.
Again.
Smart.
Oh, we did it once. We can do it again.
No.
So, instead, the hopes is to leave it, and after showing off how good of a haul, come back with a small fleet of salvage ships and do a little bit of snip. Maybe. Maybe. But
I see.
Verossi
Valid.
starts on its way to Lao Prime.
Time to party.
So,
Enough of that.
Never.
the flight towards Lao Prime is pretty uneventful. It's a nice change of pace compared to just utter bull crap y'all have been dealing with. And because enough time has passed and no one failed their lovely saves, everyone gets back. I might be lying to you, so let me check real quick. Yep. Everyone gets. Actually, first, I need someone to roll me a 1d12.
I shall do it, father.
Okay, roll it.
Alright.
I almost rolled a 1d23 and failed completely.
Okay. So. Everyone gets back 2 willpower if they've used it.
Ooh.
Using that willpower was a good thing. Okay.
It is absolutely average indeed. Has, despite some of the, handful of recreational activities aboard Verossi, from, holo games to, books, reading tablets, audiobooks, those sorts of things, even a handful of board games. There was no setbacks, nothing bad happened, no one had to wait an exuberant amount of time for one of the things to load up. Everything went just all right. So, thumbs up. Space pool. But eventually, as you're starting out on your way to the lovely Lao Prime, Captain and Amanda decided to celebrate your well-deserved gains with a bit of a givings feast. As the crew did miss the last giving holiday, as everyone was in Cairo, might as well make up for it now. And the Givings Feast is, think of it a bastardization of Thanksgiving. Same sort of concept, except no one really knows the exact history of it anymore. Just that it's a time where everyone kind of hangs out, doesn't do any work unless they absolutely need to do work, and basically spends time together and hands out reused presents. So it's not that you get. That's the key thing of Givings, is that a present that you got last Givings, you give it to someone else this year.
Oh, cute.
And if it broke, well, then you better get something new.
Okay,
the
so that's the only
rules.
excuse.
Yeah, that's the only time you're allowed to give something else up. But you have to give up something that you receive for your givings to other people.
Oh, that's fun.
I like
So
this.
it like slowly rotates.
Yep. So
Oh, nice.
it's a nice little event for everyone to enjoy. If
And
you
now I
want-
need to figure out what I got.
If you want, that can be a roleplay moment for another time with all of y'all after you figure out what you would have given each other and whatnot.
Well, since we're not doing proper session next week, do we want to do
Roleplay
Givesmas?
Absolutely, we certainly could.
We could.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Let's do it.
then people could also include Wrath in with other RPs throughout the week as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
Ooh.
additionally, so no one has gone down a void.
Nope.
So we don't need to worry about that.
But if we
Yeah.
had, this would have been something good.
If someone had gone down a void, there would have been an option to recover void. If I had felt that you had achieved a virtue or vice.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah,
Someone's like, I'm going a little crazy, gets a old alarm clock during Givesmas. Never mind, I'm doing great.
It's so
yeah.
small.
It just looks at the clock, a single tear.
The passage of time. Oh.
I
Something's
could see
changed.
my inevitable doom come to me in real time.
So
We'll
everyone
always have-
has a good givings.
Yeah.
You eat the best. You eat actual food rather than the nutrient crap. Baked potatoes. Some kind of fowl. You're not. No one's really sure what kind of fowl it is, but it's a stand-in for chicken. And Trent says it's beef. None of you believe him.
We have beef. We have
Beef
beef with
isn't a
Trent
bird.
over that statement.
Beef is not a bird.
What is it, Amanda?
No. So you
Trent
have
is it?
says it's
fowl,
beef.
and
I'm just
no,
gonna take
so
a sample of it.
so you have the fowl, so some kind of bird, but then there's also a different meat also there, and Trent says
Okay.
it's beef. And looking at the texture of it,
That's not beef.
doesn't look like beef.
That ain't
Looking at
beef.
the smell of it, doesn't look like beef.
Real
It's not
talk.
beef. Taste,
Real talk, Chance. Is it
tastes like
fish?
beef. It's not fish. It's not fish.
Can I use my medical?
Is it
Hold on,
people?
hold on.
You can most certainly use your medical.
I have a
so,
question.
Oh god.
Yes.
Okay. I have housekeeping. That
Yep.
includes cooking.
Yep.
Can I use that?
Yep. So, yeah, I'd say in this situation, give me a attention, know-how, and for you, medical lady, are you taking a sample to figuring out what it is at a later date, or are you just looking at it right now, going?
I'm doing it on the spot. I'm doing it on the
Doing
spot.
So, give me a attention medical.
Okay. Does my in the field count? Because it's on the spot.
I'll let it count.
Oh, not the food.
Hell yeah.
You're
Alright,
gonna
hold on.
slap this chicken so hard it gets cooked too.
Attention.
1 success.
But unfortunately, you just don't know what this is, Finn.
Damn.
Can I use my?
It's fucking beef. Stop asking.
As he's stuffing his fucking face.
Do you have something related
Suddenly
to
I'm
knowing the
vegetarian.
difference between different kinds of meats, or perhaps cooking there too?
I have a scanner's life forms. I don't know if that specialty helps me.
Unfortunately,
Things for
it does
living
not.
things.
I'll just let you
Damn.
know. I'll just let you know. This was biological matter before it was cooked.
Okay, that's fair. I know that at least.
What happened?
Can I roll a base attention to see if this is sus? Can I just do that?
Yeah, sure. You can roll a base attention.
My cog. I wish my cog was on. Let me.
You're just rubbing it against your
It's-
faceplate.
Let
I
me
imagine he
roll.
has the cog like slightly tilted, just so that he can put a fork up into his mouth, and no one can see his mouth as he does it.
A CD-ROM, like a CD-ROM extension thing comes out. He puts a slab of meat on it. It goes back in.
All right, so 2. It's definitely a red meat. But you're not too sure what it is. It's also fatty in some areas, but then not fatty in other areas. But you've had beef a couple of times, mostly sent beef, but they say it's exactly the same as actual beef. But this doesn't even look like sent beef to you. This is just kind of weird.
Hello, I saw the raise my hand.
Slides it away.
You have the fucking. Oh,
Yeah,
how
I heard
much
that.
of this beef is there?
There's enough for everyone
Oh no.
with leftovers.
Oh no.
He
What
has
did I
like.
get?
It's
Steve
the
has an
rest.
actual like.
Uh,
Sorry, go on.
Well, I'll let you continue your question first.
Oh, I didn't have a question.
It could be
I
the
was
rat.
just saying. I was just saying that he would have a bio warning scanner on his mask appear.
Trent squints. You there, Rye.
A lot of people are not liking this food.
So Rye. the
No,
first thing
this
you
is
know-
specifically to the quote-unquote poor for beef.
So Rye, in your medical knowledge, and in your professional opinion, this isn't beef.
isn't beef.
This is a lie.
No kidding.
This is absolutely a lie. However, it is some sort of proper meat. This isn't like rat meat or something. You've seen rat meat before. This isn't rat meat. You know that much. But this isn't beef. You don't know what this is exactly. It's a little bit too fibrous to be beef, so it might have been some sort of like actual wild animal. So it's authentic meat. It's not synthetic. You know that much.
Okay, can I make an educated correlation? Does this meat at all have similar qualities or any sort of similarities to that one thing we chased on our ship and killed in the hangar?
No, it's this.
A stalker? Is this stalker meat?
No, it cannot be stalker meat. The stalker doesn't have a lot of meat on it to begin with. If this was stalker meat, you'd be surprised that Trent managed to get so much.
That's more worrying. And also, have we ever encountered this mystery meat before that Trent is
No,
suddenly
no,
giving us?
This is the first time.
Has he ever
No.
provided us mystery meat in the
Chat.
past?
Every givings, it's always a different mystery meat with him, but it always claims beef.
It's always
always
a
claim
mystery.
beef.
We're always trying to figure it out.
How
That's
the hell?
Part of this part. It's a part of it. It's a part of the celebration. We gotta figure out what the fuck he gave us.
How the
It's
hell?
fucking spam. It's just spam.
Getting it? Where is he getting it?
From a can.
You don't know.
But it wouldn't have lasted in space.
It's just...
You think spam goes bad? Biff?
Some say there's an entire freighter full of spam in a can.
Hold on.
Blew up
Hold on.
Another one
during
full of
a
Twinkies.
malfunction.
No.
Ever since then,
Hold on.
spam has been just spreading around the galaxy.
Space
Self-multiplying.
spam. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hold on a sec. I was doing administration shit for during that stupid bet. Do I know if he's requisitioned any mystery meat?
You know what? I'll let you do a brains administration roll.
Amazing.
God.
Actually, no, because it's memory straight brains.
Will we actually
Straight
find
brains?
out what kind of
Maybe
meat it
it's
was?
Trent, right? Maybe he's just synthesizing his own meat, like growing it.
Ooh, okay.
Nope.
It could be. We
You
know
don't
that
recall.
we know material, but that could potentially be plant. It's fucking vegetarian meat.
No, we know it's actually
No.
meat. We know it's
know
meat.
We know
it's
it's
We've
meat.
examined it. It is
Yeah.
meat.
This may be more dangerous.
No, they're at the dinner table and we're all conversing about this. Like,
I'm gonna
is-
have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask.
I'm
Trent
just
just sitting in the
saying.
corner laughing.
Finn's gonna have to bite the bullet, and I'm gonna be like, "What does it taste like?" Chance.
Well, so it's lightly seasoned with a little bit of salt and pepper, and it's quite chewy. It's kind of tough. It's not the best meat around, but it does taste a bit gamey. Like it does taste more akin to maybe a wild animal. And there's also a very slight sourness to it. Very, very faint. But otherwise, it does taste pretty close to a synth beef. Except for that gaminess and the slight bit of sourness.
I mean, it tastes okay.
I think
Are
it's
you
excellent.
sure about that?
It tastes okay.
It's good.
Is Lauren
Alright.
fucking just downs
Can I
the
slide
entire
my
thing?
food over to Lauren?
Yeah,
Graham like puts a forkful in his mouth and then
Knew you like it, Ram. I mean, Trent as just zero, like as everyone else is like, ew. Trent eats his beef.
Quote unquote.
What does hash do? I think that's very important.
You want
Hash.
seconds?
Ash kind of pokes at it. He makes a face. He looks at Trent, who was eating it. He's just like, oh, fuck it. And he eats it.
Oh no.
He kind of chews on it. He keeps on chewing on it. And then Hash, zero regard. He's about to say a swear. Very chewy.
Yeah, I don't know if its texture is quite what I'm looking for.
Very juicy too.
I'm gonna wipe that up a little. Just
Hey, Lauren,
Yes.
do you want mine?
Yes, of course, Finn.
Someone just slurps on a juice
There's
box.
chances fucking water.
No, that was the sound of Lauren eating the meat.
That was the sound of
Like a
your
dolphin.
glorious Celestine just sipping up
Slurping it
from,
down.
from well, she's slurping from a nutrient paste right now because she ain't touching that crap.
the only genius, the only.
Wait, but
smart.
there's a pheasant here too. How does that taste?
It tastes like bird.
Tastes like bird. Cool.
Tastes like
As a
bird.
goat. It's
A
a nondescript
long,
bird.
a long,
know.
slender hand moves over and pulls your plate of the mystery meat, Finn, over to herself.
Oh, no, he would have put it over there. He wouldn't.
Okay.
Ram piles his onto Mac's plate, like, eat up, sweetheart.
Mac has
Big
the
and
expression-
strong.
Big and strong.
Mac has the expression of "I can't believe you just betrayed me like this."
you need all the nutrients. Eat up, sweetheart.
Mac isn't eating all of that up. She's gonna eat the good looking stuff and smells good. She ain't eating the mystery meat.
Coward.
Yeah, says you.
Yes, I do.
Not your
You
dog.
sound harrowed.
I've had enough bad meat in my time. I'm not having it anymore.
Says Trent as he eats
Jesus.
more.
Fucking evil.
Trent isn't even offended.
He
He
gets some
did this
sort of
on purpose.
satisfaction out of this.
He's just fucking having a good time. He's straight up having a good time.
Yep.
Everyone
I
else
just
is straight up having a
imagine-
bad time.
He's cooking it, flashback, he's like, those sons of bitches are really gonna eat it today. Just throwing shit in there, and he's like, that'll show them.
That'll show them. They all
Nice.
win. They all win fantasy football, but I win at the end.
He just
There's a
Three of
fucker that
Victor's
pisses
lines.
in the drink, doesn't he?
Does our drinks taste like this?
I bet
They
this
do
is all
not.
out of the goodness of his heart, and he's just like, here, have some good food for once. Nope. Everybody's so sus.
To be fair, it is authentic food. Like it's good. It's just it's kind of mystery meat.
Yeah.
it's just like the weird uncle who brings over that weird dish of food for Thanksgiving.
I don't.
And
never
he's
know
the
what
only
it
one who
is.
eats it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't put meat in my body that hasn't been checked over yet.
Oh my god, right?
Wow, Rye just pulled my body as a temple on us.
Hash
So who
blast.
all is eating the meat? I think it's important to have a tally.
Lauren.
Finn is eating the pheasant, not the mystery meat.
Ram ate like half of it, and then he went, no,
He
that's
took-
too much.
He ate like some of it. He's like, you want the rest of this?
Hana mixed his with his other food so that he couldn't taste it.
I mean, you could have just not tainted your good food, but it's still good plan.
He believes in manners.
He ate the bad.
This
Fudge
manners, this
rolls.
is family.
Fudge rolls were really stuffing us, huh? We could have had a great time.
I know, fudge roll, we could have been like, man, this is really good! And so all of us rolled shit, and we're like, what about that? What about Amanda? What about Mel? What about our superiors?
Yeah, how
What are
are
they
the
doing?
NPCs reacting? How they going?
I know
So-
Hash gave up.
Well,
I know Celestine's not
Hash
even going there.
Amanda has, standards. Sammy doesn't have those same standards, so she's trying some of it. She doesn't think it's too bad. Franklin's eating it. But Franklin eats, always
Anything.
eats the mystery meat. Always.
Beast.
6. She eats the food given to her. Zai, very apprehensive about it. She also doesn't really, touch it.
It's good for you. Bit of meat on those bones.
You can have mine then, Ren, as Amanda puts her serving right in front of you.
I don't
And
have the
everyone's-
bones to put meat on. I'm good, thanks.
Protein helps feed the muscle. You should eat up.
Am I not muscly enough for you, Hannah?
I guess not.
Again,
Silent.
laughs. Is the only response everyone gets from Hash.
Ash is just being evil. I refuse to look him in the face anymore.
Silence of judgment.
And Trent, very pleased by all of this. So,
God.
that's your Givings holiday.
Yay.
Oh, your Givings feast. So, once that's all said and done, everything's, cleaned up, everyone's able to get a little bit more downtime, relaxation, as it'll take about 7 to 8 hours of sublight travel to get
Mhm.
to the 4th planet.
Okay.
And as it's coming into view, even from this distance, you can see it's surrounded by hundreds of little specks. As you get closer and closer, those hundred specks are debris of ships, satellites, stations, you name it. All of which cold, dead, and silent. There is the ruined hulls of some imperial, large imperial battleships. You can make out a coalition dreadnought, its hull racked with fire and split in two, but still connected. The other smaller ships, it's harder to make out the details from this distance, but it's just like reports mentioned. A ship graveyard, untouched for hundreds of years.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
But more worrisome is the planet itself. It's bleak, it's gray and brown, its oceans don't look that beautiful, but it still has an atmosphere. And the handful of sensors, even from this distance, do report that it's sustainable for life, human life at that, despite looking like it's an irradiated mess at the moment. But as the ship continues to draw closer, some of your scanners do pick up that there is some radiation on the planet. Not a lot, though, despite what the information you have telling you that this entire planet should be a, well, hotspot, just exuding radiation. That doesn't seem to be the case. There's only a handful of pinpoints of radiation on it. Rest of the planet just looks barren.
Do the pinpoints coincide with like land masses, or are they more concentrated than that? Even like, say, creatures.
So most of it does seem to be concentrated on land masses. You're too far away to get any good information on it, but
Okay.
in total, from what you can tell, it's an Earth-sized planet, and there's maybe 12 spots of radiation that you're able to pick up from the planet. There's a lot more radiation in the debris field of the ship graveyard, likely caused from core malfunctions. But
Okay.
it's all pretty diluted. It seems like the worst of those spots you could go into with a, you know, a level 1 shield, raid shield, and be
Mhm.
completely okay. It's
Okay.
mild radiation levels, which is very different from the extreme radiation levels which should be emitting from the planet.
Okay. Gotcha.
And your Captain Melv does find this a little strange. He has reviewed, some of the information that was gathered from the Iris station, but even then, the official story is that this planet's been irradiated to high hell and back. Enough to last millennia. It's only been 500 years. It should still be a hotspot. There's no reason why it's as diluted as it is, where it's safe for humans to walk around on it. That shouldn't be possible. So he will have, all scanners start to active. Not pulsing or anything yet, just in case there's some automated systems still active out in there. But definitely the passive sensors are all being tuned up just to pick up on anything.
Mindy will eat it.
Very good.
I think you just made Trent a very happy man. Okay, so the planet's just... there's something off about it.
Yeah, there's it looks like, an well, actually, you know what? First things first is I'll have someone do me a attention scanners with the ship's scanners. Yay!
Your time has come.
just gremlin noises out in the fuck.
So, ship scanners, that's your attention scanners +1. And there is going to be...
Do I do cog stuff or no?
No. This is the ship scanners. So using Skip's rules. So there's 3 scans that need to be made.
Okay.
An environmental scanner, a signal scanner, and a energy scan. So the environmental and the signal both give a +1. The energy scan gives nothing.
Okay, so it's gonna be 998, I think. Do we have lawn bonuses for anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay. I think I did the math right. attention scanners +1, and then plus nothing, right?
Yep, so there's 2 plus 1 and then 1 plus nothing.
Okay, so it's actually 2 8s. And then a 7.
Nice. These are some good spicy rolls.
Some spicy linguines.
Okay, so energy signal. Okay, so I need to bring up my notes. Alright, so the environmental scan confirms what the passive's already got. And it also brings up some more additional data of the world. So the atmosphere is stable to sustain human life. It seems that there's very little plant life, but plant life does exist on the planet. It also confirms that there is very low levels of radiation, all of which seems to be circulated on a handful of ruined cities. However, it seems that the vast majority of the cities on this planet, as this was a planet which was large enough to have multiple metropolises on it, most of those cities are completely intact, if in, well, disarray and ruins from passage of time. Additionally, the signal scanner shows that the whole system is dead, minus Verossi and a single point on the planet's surface in one of the cities. The signal point seems to be coming from a crater of one of these sections where there's light, well, very mild radiation, so a point where a level 1 rad shield will completely negate any effects, but other people, after being in the area for about an hour, will need to be detoxed with, well, just as a precaution if they went into that area, but still very mild levels, like easily treatable. And it seems that this isn't just some sort of environmental phenomenon from what you can tell too. It's very clear that this weak signal is constantly being sent in the same pattern again and again and again and again. There's something actively transmitting from that point.
I guess we're going to be adopting more.
And then the energy scanner is able to detect that a lot of the reactors and a lot of the debris of the ships as your ship's starting to push in deeper and deeper, where you're able to actually detect some information from the wrecks, are active. Not that a lot of the reactors are dead, but there's some which are still active enough that you could maybe salvage those, which is certainly good to hear. And there's also, again, a very faint reading coming from the surface of a planet. Again, seems to be near that location where the signal's coming from. But to be able to detect that from all the way in orbit, when you're not even that close yet, whatever that signal is must be pretty powerful.
Gotcha. We'll send everyone a notification.
Wow, is that the notification noise?
Yeah, it's a notification noise.
I love it.
All right, and let me just change this over to our massive battle map.
Do we want to put our precious friend Robbie to sleep again straight away?
Tuck him in. Tell him
Tuck
we'll
him in.
come get him later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Time to go to
All
sleep.
right.
Pet pet.
So that right fares with a little Rossi. I'll mark it with a little green.
God, we're tiny.
Yep.
We're trying our best.
This is
Wow, I guess we need our mystery meat.
We're so small.
Size isn't everything.
Ram disagrees.
Whoa!
Mm.
Then why didn't you eat your mystery meat, loser?
He's big enough.
So,
I'm the alpha.
this is one of the lighter sections of debris fields as you're starting to move in. There is, from the readings that you were able to get to, there is some more working things in this area, which I will mark with cyan. Just so that y'all can know, what's good, what's not good, what's spicy, what's not spicy. But yeah, so in this nice little set, everyone's on board your tiny little ship. What's the is there anything anyone would like to do? Or just, we'll wait to see what happens.
Okay, so where is the planet in relation to us?
The planet is north.
North. Okay.
Like this way.
And these are just kind of floating just out of orbit, or are they in orbit?
Some of them are out of orbits, but most of them are in orbit of the planet.
Okay.
The blue are things which have so the blue are ones which have active reactors, from what you can tell, and seem to be in good condition. The ones that are purple or pink are ones which don't have live reactors, but are in relatively alright condition. The others are scrap, where you can still spend time on them to see if you might be able to get anything from them.
Mm-hmm.
But they are very battered. Like, some of them ripped into large parts of the like all of them have sustained combat damage. The issue here is everyone in the crew knows that there is 3 great dangers in salvaging a battlefield. 1, unexploded munitions. 2, automated systems. And 3, the most uncommon but most dangerous one, is poachers. In this situation, 3 shouldn't be a case, but you still need to contend with unexploded munitions and automated systems. That
exploding munitions, you said?
Unexploded.
Unexploded munitions.
So.
Oh, but they could. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
you know how, like,
for
in wars,
example,
it's leftover mines.
Yeah, so it's leftover mines, rockets that were fired and then disabled by, defenses, or maybe just had a malfunction and didn't exactly work, but are still there floating around, and maybe they might turn back on. Who knows?
Do we know if live reactors make those, while probably better lootings, possibly more dangerous for the live? Okay.
If it has a live reactor, there's a chance it might have automated systems still functional.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
this map isn't exactly to scale, but it's pretty close. The big boy that someone just drew a line to is a Confederate dreadnought.
Huh.
So, a very big boy.
Big boy.
It's actually, again, it's not exactly to scale, but it's pretty close. The dreadnought is 4 kilometers long, 2 kilometers wide, 2.5 kilometers in height. It's a big boy, and it's covered in damage, but it could be fun to go and salvage it. There's bound to be some good stuff on that.
Okay. When you say automated systems, would they be on the outside of the ship or internal, or both?
It'd be both.
Okay.
So here's my thunk. Here's my thunk. I think we should. One second, I zoomed out so much the map disappeared. My thought is if we can avoid the ones with live reactors to start, and then if we don't find a lot of good stuff, go to them. So my thought is, like, maybe check this one, do a happy in between these two with the live reactors, and hit this because it's bound to have good stuff just due to the size and make.
Yeah.
So we might just be able to load up all of our hulls from that alone. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good idea, because considering the Rossi, we don't want to risk damaging it. Because we only have the one ship,
Yep. Your glorious finance manager, Amanda, will say, during the briefing as everyone's deciding what to do. So, we got a lot of pickings. We have first dibs, reactors, power cores, weapon systems. Most valuable. Second, so those, very good. Next thing to take into account, so this is our not as good, but still very good if we want to not be, well, making the biggest amount of payout, are secondary subsystems, things which can be easily extracted and, well, are still functioning and working. So, major electronics, things along those lines. Very good. And then, well, engines, I suppose, could also be thrown in there, but those are quite big. She shrugs.
Okay.
If we can manage to get a loader from Mount Fair, that'll be good because we might be able to carry more with us, but the chances of that are slim. Before your boy Trent speaks up. Well, don't know about the rest of you, but we know Coalition like to move with supply vessels just because they had extended operations and things like that. So if we can find some supply vessels and they're in all right shape, we could easily have them convert into a barge. Take some time, but I could do it with time and help. Oh, wonderful.
So, keep our eyes peeled then.
Yeah. So they don't look impressive by any means, but they look like, well, freighters look like freighters. They're blocky. They look like crap. But these are probably coilers, so munition ships. They got missiles on them, they got mines on them, they got ammo on them, or they got fuel on them. If they have fuel, even better. If they got the munitions, dump it. If we can get to work, we'll just dump all of those munitions. We don't need it. So keep your eyes peeled for anything like that. If the captain wants us to be a little bit more proactive, we could do a system scan and pulse, but just doing our other scans, that was pretty dicey. An active search. If any of the automated stuff doesn't know we're here already, assuming there's anything automated, they'll definitely know we're here then.
Yeah, let's not risk it. So the goal here is good shit.
Yep. So, because you have players, I'll let y'all decide your course of action.
I mean, I'm cool with Bree's plan from before. Go to the little purple one, then the big purple one. That seems fine with me. What about everybody else?
I'm fine with that too.
Well, it seems okay to me.
Works for me. Sorry, that was my yawn. I do have a question.
Yes.
Does this count as a new arc, story-wise or whatever?
It counts as okay. It's still the same arc.
Okay,
but
so no blessings for people.
No. So, that's what you meant by arc.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, for that, it does count as a new thing.
It does count as a new thing?
Yes.
So
you can indeed.
all my
do,
blessings are
blessing.
back?
Oh. No, it's not a new arc in that. I thought you meant it's a new thing where you can give another blessing.
Okay. No, I knew it was a new beat in the story, but this is all still technically...
Yes.
Okay, good. Thumbs up. No blessings
Still
from me,
good
sorry
tutorial.
everyone.
Cries.
This is still a tutorial session.
Yes.
Okay.
So, could some actually no? I don't want y'all to know Franklin's roles yet. Franklin will make his roll, and he will.
He's a beautiful boy. I believe and trust in him.
It's not taking minuses anymore. It's gonna be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up, please. Look at us go. Vroom.
Okay. Okay, you.
Yum.
So you get over to the first vessel, and so who wants to be the offering?
The offering?
All right.
You're gonna need to define that, buddy.
Yeah.
No,
Can we get can you use it in a sentence, maybe?
Nope. I need an offering. Okay, two is the offering.
I
Thank you,
was
Kirby.
gonna do it, but
All
you
right.
fucking beat me. Damn it.
Alrighty.
So ready to be sacrificed.
Sacrifice.
So we eject 2 at Mach 5 straight into the side of the ship.
Wait,
Ross
Just testing the defenses.
comes on over, gets over there. The engineer people, including Hana. Trent's supervising, of course, but he's supervising in his cog outside with everyone else, not from the inside.
That's a step better than last time.
Well, last time you had to do important work.
Uh-huh.
And you're able to dock up these two ships. So this is a coalition class. Let me bring up my lovely note. A Confederate vessel light destroyer. It is pretty shit condition, just from the looks of it. As you're pulling up to it, you can see the mounted turrets. A lot of them seem to be more defensive rather than shooty. Are completely wasted, like completely done. Some are even missing. However, it does also have a lot of tubes for launching, well, some sort of devices, likely missiles from the size of them. And there's multiple hull breaches all across it, and there's there's a few mummified bodies, kind of floating around it. More dead people. Thumbs up. And I would like to have, as we have our lovely 2 token on top of it, I would like a singular person. You can only make one roll. And you can use your roll to make me a gut feeling repairs to begin the salvage operation.
Here we go.
So,
I'm pretty sure I have the best repair.
And I will say, that person can only make one for that day.
oh
Well,
boy.
that week, I'll say, because it's going to take you a little while to go to do your course.
Okay,
So
wait.
do we want it to be on the big ship that we use the best roll, or the little
Yeah,
ship?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna say. Should we save my role for big ship or this ship?
Well, if we want to save your roll for big ship, I can take the repairs on this one.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Otherwise, alternatively, I know we got other folks with repairs as well. I think Ram might have some as well.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
since it's gut feeling repairs, I think it's straight up 3 dice.
How much do you have?
I have 6 dice.
Okay. How much?
I have 8 personally.
You could also willpower if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm. My point being, if we want to use, if like Mindy, for example, wants to do it, since we can only do it once per day per person, we could have
Once
it so
per
that
week?
once per week. Or per,
It's basically it's very ambiguous timeline wise, but it's once per day / once per week.
Mm-hmm. My point being, we might want to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So basically, it's just make you think and choose whose role you want to use.
Yeah. I think for this ship, Mindy should take the head on this one.
Okay.
Finger guns. I'll burn a willpower.
Okay.
I just got into the right. Well, who knows? Roll 20. Will you hit me now?
Let's go game.
The verdict is I'm accepted still.
3 successes then.
Okay. Okay, so I need to bring up my things. There we go. He sucks. So you're not able to get anything too spicy off of this one. It is some hard work though to get through it. The captain does this time have you, Rye, take tissue samples that you can from each of the dead and to bag them and basically, and if you have any identification on them, to put the identification with the tissue samples.
Okay.
Just for the dead that you can collect, because well, you are in the area, and when this area is deemed open for salvage, which you will likely be in once your ship comes back after a few years, you'll be able to collect bounties for the soldiers that you have been able to determine aren't MIA. They are KIA.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's
Full-
a bit of reason to do that.
Full illegality.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
it's not illegal. That's it's to help, help
totally.
the ancestors, be like, great, so and so did die.
Of course.
It's not a lot of money to be made, but it's a little bit. It helps.
Mm-hmm.
Helps pay for a fuel,
Totally.
But unfortunately, there's not much salvage off of this vessel. There's a couple working weapon systems, which are salvageable, and there's also a few working electronics, also salvageable. As at the moment, the hull and Fanes not even worrying about, as Varasi using the drones, the big drone, and using its own equipment, because Varasi does have is able to move around the ship and cut it up with some of its precision lasers.
Mm.
It's a lot of work, but after about a day worth of salvage, you've gotten everything that is deemed worthy.
Nice. Good
And
job.
with that, I will put down a nice gray so that y'all know that you visited this one. You know what? No, that's kind of hard to see. Never mind. Instantly went back. All right, we'll do a nice white, because that's very easy to see. Oop. All right, what's the next course?
Towards the Lord boy.
Straight to our
Big
Lord's
kid
boy?
on the block. Mm.
Yeah, so weaving, not completely straight, so, one second. Kind of doing this so there's a good amount of space between the two that have reactors still, in case there's some sort of self-defense system or something still in action.
Okay. So Let me just move you to there when something happens, TM.
Oh, yay!
And so, 1 second, let me roll one of my die here. Oh, okay. Who... I need to look through people's sheets real quick. Okay, yeah, it's you, Mindy. You are the person with the sensors at the moment, and I need you to make me a straight attention sensors.
Good luck.
I don't have scanners.
I could have sworn that you did have scanners.
I have scanners. I don't have the stat. I've been using Grim this whole time.
Okay, I see.
Is it
Then
possible that 2 was up there licking the scanners?
It's not 2, unfortunately, but it won't be Mindy in that case if Mindy doesn't have the scanners. So let me look through the thingy-majigs real quick.
Save.
I'm sorry, 2, but I didn't roll a 2 for you. If I had gotten a 2, it would have been you.
Oh boy.
I need to open up the many sheets. Alright, so in that case, Rye, you got the short end of a stick today. You're on the scanner. You're on scanner duty rather than medical duty.
Why am I on scanner duty?
Because at this moment, you already finished up all of your jobs, and so now you're on scanners.
Oh, well, this is going to go amazingly then. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. What am I rolling then?
So it's your attention scanners +1.
Cool.
Awesome. So, Rye, through your majesticness of being able to read the scanner system, something does start kind of popping up. It's a good bit away, but it's more so that they're kind of slowly drifting towards Verasi.
Oh.
And it takes you a few moments, and you kind of like zoom in on the scopes, and you're like, oh,
Mines.
those look like mines.
I thought so.
But you're able to detect them more than far enough away that you can tell your boy Franklin, and he can do a nice quick burst of speed before the mines start to catch up.
Nice.
And let me do a roll with him. Yep, he's able to do it. As the mines kind of start to drift after you, but after a little bit of time, they will drift off course because you just managed to speed out of their targeting area.
Nice.
Franklin, the racer.
But as you are getting over here, again, today just isn't your day, Arrive. But whenever you're on scanners, something bad seems to happen.
God damn it.
As the energy scanners are suddenly detecting a pulse of energy from this boy. I'll
Which
zoom
boy?
everyone in. This boy right here suddenly has a pulse of energy. Following that pulse of energy,
I have not zoomed in.
I said
Okay,
this
so
boy.
I see it now. Thank you.
Following that,
Are you on the right layer?
Yeah, he pulled us to it.
I guess it's just. I'll refresh then.
I'll wait
That's
until
okay.
you're refreshed.
I'm back.
Okay. So this one.
Okay.
So following that some pulse of energy, you get a second pulse, and this is a active sensor burst. As it is such a powerful burst that the entirety of all of Verasi's systems start to malfunction.
Uh-oh.
As
God.
there's a couple sparks going off inside the cockpit. It just the sheer amount of just force projecting from this ship. And I need everyone to make me a straight brawn check as the ship suddenly experiences some nice turmoil.
Okay.
Straight brawn. I have 6 dice. Yay!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Can someone roll? for me
Hannah,
real quick?
how did you do that?
Yeah.
It's 4 dice.
4 dice. I got you, fam.
Straight brawn. I have 3, 6. Yeah, that's all I'm getting.
Be free, Wrath. Good luck.
Bye, Wrath.
See
Thank
you,
you for
Wrath.
rolling.
Nope.
All right, so Rye, you kind of hit your head a bit against the sheet. Thankfully, it's cushioned, so you're not taking any damage. But yeah, that was certainly rocky. The rest of you are able to catch yourselves before you fall over. But Verasi, she adrifting. She's also it still has artificial gravity going on, but that's kind of shaky in certain areas of the ship right now. And those of you who are in the engineering can hear as the barks hollered from Trent to fix the damn thing as he's rushing down to the lower level of the Rossi to do just that.
Finn's
as
already on it.
Power surges are rocking the ship.
We got this.
Rye, you and
Mhm.
Franklin and Mel get to have a front row sheet to basically everything on in front of you just being dead. It was all static as everything started to phase out. There's just a couple sparks coming off of some of the equipment, and then they all just died.
Oh boy.
I have
Melv
a question right now,
isn't
actually.
too happy. Yes?
Are we cogged up right now?
2 is.
2 is probably the only one who's cogged up.
Okay.
Okay.
How is the, 'cause I imagine Lauren is probably where the largest group of normal people who can't really do much right now is.
So that would have been in the common room.
Yeah. How's the gravity there?
The gravity there is currently active.
Okay.
It's the 0.5.
Bones no blood.
So, excuse me, Rye, you gotta make a very fun roll.
Oh, Franklin, these mods you keep adding to the ship systems are so funny. Oh, it's not supposed to.
That's not supposed to happen. But Rye, I need you to make me a gut feeling repairs. A gut feeling computers. And for
Why
those of
am
you,
I up here?
for those of you who are performing maintenance, it's a gut feelings repairs, no bonus, unless you have a repairs specialty.
Does mechanical engineering count?
By
Fuck
repair specialty,
you.
I literally mean a repair specialty.
Since technically,
Wait,
by
are you?
technicality, I'm doing a
I'm-
reach. Hold on.
He is indeed.
Can I reach? I'm doing a reach. Hold on. Nope.
Yeah, go, and then I will bring up what Chance just said to me. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. By technicality, we are doing field things. Would this count as field repairs?
No, it would not.
Fuck.
Okay, now that did you just say that only people with a repairs specialty in repairs?
So, by a repairs specialty, I mean a specialty that is directly involved. So similar to field repairs, but it's more specific in this sort of situation could it apply. So mechanical engineering is not repairing.
No,
Field
I just wanted to
repairs
clarify.
is
I
a
thought.
more valid, thing, but in this situation, unfortunately not.
Yeah,
Well,
because I thought you said you need repairs specialty to do it. I'm like, the entire thing is repairs, Chance. We're not gonna have repairs specialty in repairs.
I would love to
So-
have a repair specialty in repairs.
So
Can
what
I have
I'm
a
sa-
punching specialty in punching?
So you can
Okay,
still make the roll. It's just you're not getting any of your bonuses.
Okay, I have a question. What is Finn working on right now? Like, what would it be something very important? Because if I fail, I'm using a fucking gremlin kick.
So basically, you're all actively working on the same thing. That's to get get the systems back in working condition. So pretty important.
Cool, good to know. I will also I think I have like 11 dice right now, so I think, or do I have 10? Hold on. No, I only have 10. My bad.
Is it only one person doing the repair?
No, it's all of you, and I'm also rolling for
Critical
succeeds because there will be you need a certain amount of successes to succeed.
Okay.
Critical success.
Like combinations of successes.
Mm.
All of us, or just engineers? All of us.
Just for people who are rolling the repairs.
Okay.
Well,
If you have a gut feeling repair, you can make a roll as well.
Oh, okay. 3 dice. I'm
Come,
not gonna risk
Ram,
it.
join us. No, come on, join us. Why not?
Sure.
What's stopping you? Grab a wrench.
I was gonna say, if I have it,
Man.
should I just be
Jesus,
throwing
that
myself at
doesn't-
it too?
If you want.
Do I still have to make that gut feeling?
You do, Jordan.
There.
Unless you.
Very
Unless you already
nice.
No.
rolled
Oh
it.
no, John.
I don't know why I'm up here. I'm not some dumb bitch, but like I'm not the person who's supposed to be up here.
I don't know if I want to help because I only have 3
Right.
dice and I don't want to risk a crit failure.
I mean, I did. Come join me.
Do it.
Wait, Jordan, you got a 7. You got a success.
Yeah, Jordan. There's one success there.
Yeah, you said over
Ah,
8 instead of over
I
6.
Nice.
I don't know if I should though. My luck is amazing. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Alright.
See, and you
So
didn't believe in
successes
yourself.
all around and 1 crit. Hello, sister.
So Ram and Lauren, you're in communications with your boy Trent, who is trying to delegate everyone, while not being able to see everyone as he's doing his own thing.
Mhm.
So you get a lot of things of no, not fair. The other fucking panel. from
The
him.
other panel.
Not
The
that
other
fucking panel.
panel.
The one that has red, blue. That one.
Ah, yes, of course.
You're not making this
So,
easy on us, Trent.
So, but all in all, you're able to get the systems back up and running. The people up front, Rye, you're not used to being up here. Normally 2 or someone else is up here, doing the
Why is 2 on the
scanning
ship?
job. 2's on the ship.
No, I meant like on the other ship. Why was he not in the cockpit? God, sorry. My bad.
So, or Amanda's up there sometimes because she also has said roles. But you got the short end of it. But you've been up here enough times that you're able to start the reboot cycle to get stuff working. Franklin and Melv are pulling their own weight as well, but it's moving slow. And as things are starting to come back online, as the engineers did their job quite admirably, you are distracted, Rye, as the big thing in front of you starts to shake. And there's flashes of lights from the other side of it.
Oh, I don't like that.
And just as all the systems come back on, like it took a few moments, you could have sworn you saw something burst out of the hall, but you're just not sure. There's just such a distance that you're just not sure that you saw that right.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with reporting that. That's fine. I saw it right.
but it's all right. As all the systems finish rebooting, you kind of glance down to your scanners and oh, that battleship moved. Oh, that battleship has a shield on. Oh, apparently, most of this coalition, Confederate dreadnought is in pieces on the other side, according to your passive sensors. And I can only assume you let everyone know.
It's not like powering up to shoot at us or anything, right? It's just it's moved and it has power.
On your sensors, the battleship has power to its weapon systems, and you're detecting weapons fire. Currently, the weapons fire is striking the dreadnought.
Oh,
Because the dreadnought's in front of us, so it's like it's not aiming for the dreadnought; it's aiming for us.
all right, Frank. Don't freak out, okay?
I'm not.
All
as
right.
he says as the ships as he starts getting underway, starting to move a bit closer.
Yeah. You're gonna want to make some evasive maneuvers, just a little bit, and be careful because the battleship on the other side of this, I think it's firing at us.
What? Says Melv?
It's got active weapons and active shields, and it is actively trying to hit us, but it can't because of
Fuck, Franklin. Get us behind the cruiser and just go dark. And then Melv, goes onto his lovely radio and says, Melv, everyone, run across the ship, shut down everything. If it doesn't need to be on, turn it off. Now. Rye, go to your medical lab, turn off everything in there that can be turned off. You know what can and what can't.
What about my hairdryer?
Do you need your hairdryer on?
Really? I mean, I might. He says, like, getting, undoing the seatbelt and like, getting up and starting to rush over.
Off, he says, as Franklin pulls up against this other ship. There's a bit of a scrape there as he gets nice and close to it, and now you can start to feel the vibrations of the impacts against that dreadnought from the battleship. And they just keep on pounding it again and again and again and again. And everyone's able to, very quickly depower the entire ship. It kind of sucks that you just spent that effort to get to fix it all. Now you just turn everything off again.
Yep.
But, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But it's not broken when we turn it off, so we can just turn it back on again.
Yeah, exactly. And the minutes start to drag away, and there is just enough room for the Rossi that it's just lifted up slightly so that from the cockpit they can see out into it. And as time goes on, it's apparent that the battleship was firing purposefully at the dreadnought. And by the half an hour mark, it stops firing. The dreadnought, in multiple pieces, its metal bits slagged, melted, in tatters and ruins to a point where it's just spatial debris at this point.
So, not salvaging that.
So it was firing at whatever burst out of it, probably.
And it continues to, kind of fly into that area. It seems to be very sluggish with its movements, barely moving at all. Like, it's apparent that Rossi could outrun it in this sort of situation as it flies into that wreckage. And it seems to be just searching around. And there was another big pulse of energy, which Rossi doesn't detect, but you can feel it all in your teeth, where just as if something just rushed over you quite suddenly, and there's a few tense moments, and then the the battleship from the cockpit clearly begins to power down, its shields flickering off, its power just all deteriorating away as it goes back into its dormancy. And I would like to roll me a straight attention, and you can add your cog bonus.
Sick.
As your glorious captain would have told everyone to suit up.
Would he have told us to shut down the HUD on the cogs?
He would have allowed people to keep that on just because, if you shut that down, and if you suddenly get vented, you might die.
Yeah.
So that's a small risk he was willing to take to increase people's chances of survival in case something bad happened. Okay, so 2. It was likely that you ended up replacing Rye up in the front there, and you were very intently watching what was going on. And
Sorry, I got 2 more successes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was missing some dice.
Nice. So you get even more information. So you were intently watching what was going on, and it seemed its first few volleys against the dreadnought expended the last of its actual munitions.
Oh,
You
sick.
think the only thing this thing has left are energy-based weapons. And while it does have a fair amount, it seems like this is more of a siege sort of battleship, where it stays further back and launches missiles, torpedoes, and, well, other projectiles. All of its laser systems are for defense.
Okay.
And they're all pretty short range at that. And you think, you're not 100% sure, but you're pretty sure Marasi right now is outside of its range. Just judging from how close it had to get to the dreadnought, and the fact that it's sending out only active pulses. There doesn't seem to be any indication it has any passive sensors. It doesn't seem to have any indication that there's an intelligent being behind its actions. It seems to be just fully on automated systems of the enemy was alive, destroy it. And now that the quote-unquote enemy is dead, it's shutting back down. So that tells you quite a bit. 1, has very limited range and isn't as scary as it could have been, since it wasted all of its ammo on a dead target. Additionally, it tells you that so long as you burn at a very slow pace, and so long as Marasi doesn't use its sensors for a little bit, it will not be able to provoke the battleship.
Okay.
It's quite likely, actually, that Marasi could fly right up to the battleship and land on it, and it won't do anything.
Alright, well, I'll do a beep boop and tell everyone that.
Are you saying you want to go onto the battleship?
I mean...
So your glorious leader, the captain, will say, "Thank you for the information too. But Franklin, let's pull away and salvage some other vessels for now." And very slowly, Marasi will make its way nice and carefully he's able to get a good enough roll to another dead ship.
We gently say, fuck that.
You were all for it. I saw the breach go.
Hey, Bree was for it. Hannah was like, no.
So once Barassi gets far enough away, the captain says it's all right for everyone to turn everything back on and do a decog if they want. If they want is the key word.
I think
God,
I think I'm good.
Everyone's like, no thanks, though.
And again, someone else can make me a lovely roll for this. This is a Terran light cruiser. Yep, Terran light cruiser.
I could. Since it's Terran, I would like to do it.
Go for it, brother. They're all Terran.
Baby boys getting
They're all
his
Terran.
ancestry going.
No, I think some of the ships are actually not.
It was a
'cause
battlefield, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mix of Confederate and
Imperial.
Isn't Confederate. Thank you.
So all I get is a.
Confederate.
I will use the willpower
Yeehaw!
because I want to get the maximum amount of stuff from it.
Okay.
So that means I'm going to have 12 dice.
All right.
And since it's wait, no, it's not. It's just rolling for salvage, huh?
Yep.
Cool. It's not. I'm not gonna get my Terran thing. Sad.
Unfortunately not.
4 successes.
Still 4
Hey!
successes. Still good. Let me look at my notes. Ooh. Oh, someone's tired. Is it past your nappy time?
It is now 6:30 a.m. I've been up
Very
since
good.
3.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
It is
Con, you're
past your
crazy.
nappy. So
I'm
this
gonna give a
salvage
clue.
is a bit more careful than the last one. Now that just across the pond is a very big, scary fuck off thing. However, using your previous attention to, you're able to notice that your boy over here is looks to be a fairly intact Confederate, supply vessel.
Nice, we want one of those.
Yep. Gonna need to fly a bit closer to see if it's salvageable or not, but there's also something over here that's possibly online.
Sweats.
So you as the players, what do you want to do?
Well, fellas, we're out of options for salvaging things that are not online, right? Because we just did this one.
Well, I mean, we
Right.
already got roughly that close to the ship,
We
anyways, when we were like
probably-
around here, right?
Yeah, but we probably won't need a barge unless we plan on salvaging these online ships.
Well, I mean, we're not full up right now, right?
Well, I'm
We still
actually
have
updating
room?
that right now.
Oh boy.
With Fist 1... shite.
Me too.
Why don't we go get some nice, lovely shopping cart ships first? I feel like the smaller our problem, the better we'll be able to deal with it.
I mean, if we're not full up, there's no point in getting a shopping cart, right?
Well, we can sell the shopping cart.
You have
Sure.
6 more sections left that aren't
Yeah,
filled up.
So I think we
Um,
should.
So
Oh, go ahead.
basically, that's the current projections of how much you've been filling up on stuff. If you're not planning on getting any of the live ships, you're good. But if you plan on getting any of the live ships, you're going to need more space.
So here is
But
my
this isn't
thunk.
the only place we plan to salvage in the future, is it, sir?
No, we also were gonna hit up the planet, I think.
Yeah.
I think a shopping cart is in our future. I do think if we want to salvage these live ships, we should get to them and disable those defenses first before we get the shopping cart, in case one gets all shooty and breaks our shopping cart.
Not the shopping cart.
So we want to deal with the dangerous ones first, then.
I think it might be best to get it out of the way, because we're not going to be able to easily salvage everything around here with constant threats in the area anyway.
This is true.
Let's go. Let's go,
in
Princess
that
Diana.
case-
Bomb disposal.
Do we want to go for the untested or the tried and true?
You can. The only way something remains untested is if you never test it.
Oh
My
God,
hypothesis
Hannah, please.
is that.
Hannah, please. Ay, 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 ay.
I mean, we see that this one's kind of chilling out next to this ship. Oh, I just drew, and it's not doing anything. So we could try and pull up.
Also, I will
behind
remind
it.
you that the active thing just means that the reactor is good enough that there's still a very faint energy signature. It doesn't signify that it actually is able to power on. It just means that the reactor isn't dead and, works. And the fact that the reactor works, that's value right there.
That's
why
shipbreaker right now.
Yeah,
Question.
that's why you're here, to salvage reactors.
Let's go. Get that shipbreaker. Let's go.
Is this thing Terran, Confederate, Imperial, or any
That's
Republic?
Confederate. That's Confederate.
Okay.
So the more blocky looking ones are Terran. The more smooth looking ones are Confederate.
Can we get 2 up in the cockpit for scanner rolls? No offense,
Yep.
rifle.
Wow. I mean, I wasn't even in there in the first place. But
I thought you
sure,
were.
just call me out randomly, even though I've already been switched off. Like, man, thank God we didn't have that person.
No
What?
offense, rifle.
You were the one. You were the one making the scanner rolls, weren't you? In
No,
front?
we switched. Me and 2 switched off a while ago.
Oh, I missed that. I apologize.
Sure,
I apologize.
you did.
I
Sure
did.
you did.
Genuinely.
I missed it too. I'm the one in the cockpit.
You rolled. You're the one who rolled. How did you miss it? How did you miss it?
My brain doesn't work.
Look, buddy, I was lobotomized 10 years ago.
Of all the people to miss it.
It's all we need. It's all we need.
Anyway, let's get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Let's get it, I guess.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Because we can easily just come up behind this, and so long as it doesn't do a shoost, we can keep going. So that's my.
We're gonna use the ships as cover. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just in case. But I think we should be okay.
Mhm,
My best guess is that only a couple of these, if anything, would actually still be functioning. This guy
Do-
seems small and irrelevant, so I don't. My breed hunches it doesn't, but I don't know.
Your brie hunches, huh? Okay.
My brunch.
So where are you planning on going?
To the little Confederate ship.
Yeah,
Can we
go here
approach
so
it
we
like
can hide
slow
behind
and
this?
steady, the same way
Yep.
we would have approached this guy?
Yep. So
Then we
your boy
summon
Franklin will
Satan.
take it nice and slow. Systems running dark. Not as dark as before, where everything was shut off. It's just most of the things that emit power, lots of power, is shut off. You get over to here. Boop. And unfortunately, now you're stuck behind this itty bitty Imperial warship.
Yeah. But it's
Luck-
fine, right?
This thing doesn't seem to be powering up to start blasting you.
Luckily,
Why-
space is a three-dimensional area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
we
did you
go
say unfortunately, sir?
Well,
We're stuck in space traffic.
you're stuck in space traffic. Well, you see, the question is, what do you want to do now? Or are you going to keep on going nice and steady?
Charge.
Just sail right into it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
ram the thing.
I think we're being too paranoid.
Sail away,
We're always
sail
being too
away,
paranoid.
sail away.
We need to calm down and just do our job.
Yeah.
So you pull up next to it.
That.
By the way,
and-
you can never be too paranoid. Just throwing that out there.
You can always be too
That's
paranoid.
wrong.
As someone
That's
who
wrong.
is paranoid, you're wrong.
Oh, it's 2. Oh, it's 2. Why is 2 outside of the ship?
Because he's the offering.
Rocket Man, wanna be alright.
So
This old retro NASA helmet.
Yep.
exactly, it's fantastic.
No,
It's
it's
a
gonna
perfect fit.
be a long, long time.
So I need someone to roll Mindy's dice,
Yep, how many?
which is a gut feeling repairs, which is 6 dice.
They don't get any specialties, or I'm gonna do Wrath's Reach, any of their bonuses or anything?
They do. Wait, they might.
Mhm.
1 second.
Oh, is Mindy okay to roll again?
Has Mindy?
Mindy
Yeah,
rolled the first one.
Mindy
They did the first
did
one.
roll. Okay. So no. Oh, I forgot a very key thing to do. First, you need to do the exploration of the ship. Thankfully, though,
God.
this is very simple. But you need to send at least 3 people or more. Who would you like to send?
Bye,
God.
Ram.
Yeah.
Ram.
See ya. I'm
Ram,
off.
who else? Ram, and who else?
Just me, I guess.
This is for what
Alright.
exactly?
For
They-
exploring the ship.
Exploration
Sure,
budget.
I'll come along. Let's do it.
I'll
Right.
go.
Are you
I'll
kidding
go.
me, Ryan?
Well, you just
Okay.
complain. I'm coming now.
Ram, Rye, and Finn. All right. So
Andrea,
Yeah.
use your mic, woman.
Words.
Okay.
You
Cross
can't. You
the
can't
line.
go. Oh, okay. When you never even said over mic, you wanted.
I typed it.
That's nothing. That's
So,
nothing. And
I
you know
will
it.
say, I will say, 9 times out of 10, I'm looking at my notes. I'm not looking for text.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have to talk.
So,
Well, I guess it just
Okay.
depends
Please
whose
do
skills
talk.
are more useful.
well, you're able to send 3 or more people. Having
Oh, or
so
more
there's-
people.
So there's 3 rolls that have to be made, but if you think another roll could be made, you can do that as well. So the 3 rolls that need to be made is that needs to be appraisal of the ship, which is a in this situation intention repairs.
Intention? Wait, what?
Yep, and intention repairs. Then there also needs to be a just in case you come across any automated defenses, there needs to be a, let me read up on it. Yep, a attention security or an attention search that can apply. And finally, there needs to be someone to do a little bit of just straight up I'm trying to think of the word. Yeah, so straight up searching, which in this case would be a quickness search. So
I
those
could
are
do
the
the
3 rolls that need to be made.
Okay.
I
Well,
could do the appraisals. Easy.
turns out maybe I'm not the best to do this stuff because I don't have search.
I think my best thing would be to do the main overall search because I would have 5 dice for that, but it's only 5 dice.
For quickness search, I have a lot.
And you should go instead then.
Mm-hmm.
I have 7 dice, I think.
Who's got
Then you should go
security? I
instead,
think
then.
that's the better question.
I have 1 security with my attention that makes it 4 overall.
Perfect. You're great. You got this. You're golden.
Wait.
Because I'm pretty sure I don't think any of us have security otherwise.
Can we send an
okay.
NPC?
What was that, Cream?
What was the security roll?
It's attention security or attention
Okay,
search.
I have 8 for that. And for attention search, I have way more. For attention search, I have fucking...
So Ram's gonna hang behind. Good luck out there. He's being lazy today.
So
He's
we
taking
only
a day off.
send 2 people then.
Well, no,
No,
because I
so-
think only one person can make a roll.
Only one person can make a roll.
Then we send an NPC then?
You can. Which NPC would you like to send?
Well, who...
Seems like she'd be good at this.
I guess we're gonna need someone for the No, Finn said he can handle the appraisal, right?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, and so you have a ton of dice for the main search, right? You said you had like 12. Did you say? How much did you say?
For attention search, I have 10.
All right, so then we'll get the security roll for someone then. So
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that God, who do we think has good security skill?
Yeah, it is
Probably the
based.
security personnel.
Six? Yeah, says the security personnel with no security. Get out of here.
You're a
I
false
only-
idol.
I
False
have
idol.
one. I have one. You can't say
False
how much.
idol.
One. I'm a raider. What do you want from me?
They want to send 6.
I trust 6.
6 is a
Okay.
good choice. Let's do
Yeah,
6.
6 seems like a good idea.
Okay, so in what order are we gonna roll these?
So you can roll in whatever order you want.
Give me a
Because I
second,
have
just-
8 dice. So I have 8 dice.
Whew.
Yeah, do your roll. I just put eye drops in so I can't see.
All right. Do you want someone? So you want someone to roll 10 dice for you?
Yes,
Who are
please.
you feeling lucky for?
Definitely
Choose
not
your
Jordan.
champion.
Andrew's pretty lucky. I want Andrew to roll.
Okay.
Hey.
I used up all my luck. Don't trust me. Don't ever trust me. No. I used it all up. It's gone.
All right, Andrea, make a roll.
You
10
said
dice.
that was 10.
Mhm.
Is that there's no specialty there, just straight 10?
Yep, that's just a straight 10 in this situation.
Okay.
Have fun there, little feller.
Right.
I really hope we can count.
I
Unfortunately,
think
we
it's
can't
hard.
count.
That's what I thought.
Very sad and depressing. So, the away team, 6, she doesn't catch everything, but she's able to at least get the things which, are in your way. So, in that regards, none of you get injured. Thumbs up. And
Okay.
the closest call you have is a situation where a bulkhead door decides, I detected an intruder, I'm going to close now. And you were momentarily separated for a little bit, but you're able to get back together. Finn, with your appraisal of the ship, the ship is in ruins. It's not very good, but you're able to check the main core area, the engine section, and a lot of the weapon areas, and even get to the command center, as this ship lacks a quote-unquote bridge, like many of the much more older, less stylized Confederate ships. The Imperials, however, liked their bridges, even though they were not very good to have. And the command center, it's in tatters. None of the equipment in there is going to be salvageable. And the primary reason for that is pretty obvious. There's a hole from one section that burrowed deep into the ship and promptly exploded right in the, command area. You're pretty sure there were supposed to be some bodies in there, but no, there's the only remnants that there might have been people in there are a couple tattered bits of uniform, which you can't even make out anymore. And mostly because everything else is just scorched in there. But the reactor looks like it's in good condition. So does a lot of the weapon systems. There's others that are just absolutely destroyed, but definitely some good salvage to be had. And 2, you scope around. You're looking around for anything particularly spicy, and there's no contraband, which is a big sad. But you probably weren't looking for contraband. You were looking for the important things. While Finn is appraising things, you are making sure that trying to find any information of what you can regarding what might have been on the ship, stocks, things like that. And in the process of doing that, you're able to find that there is quite a bit of, small handheld devices which are still functional. You're also able to find that there is a couple. Looks like this ship had a single platoon of Marines on board, and it looks like they never suited up. So you're able to actually recover a full platoon's worth of equipment. A lot of it's not going to work anymore, but it's all still there. A lot of it's junk, but it's antiques. Antiques make the money. And so the away team's able to come back. No problem. Also, who did we lose?
Who did we lose?
We lost
Oh,
Kareem.
Kareem. He died. Gone forever.
Can't believe he's dead.
I know, right? After he found the antiques. Ugh.
His
Wait,
job
wait,
is done.
His
He
job was
exits.
done. He goes back.
So, welcome back.
He lives.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
My internet died.
Oh, what was the last thing you heard from me?
We were just going through, and you're like, "Oh, we got separated for a second," and I was like, "Oh," and then, but it's fine.
Oh.
And that was it.
Okay, so, Finn's able to determine that the reactor is still good and can be salvageable, which is good moolah. And Finn was also able to determine that a lot of the weapon systems were good. You, on the other hand, were able to find that a lot of the handheld devices on this ship are still in good condition, which are worth money because they're antiques. But more importantly, there was a platoon of Marines on board this vessel that looks like they never got suited up, so they probably died quite suddenly, or the ship died quite suddenly, and you're able to account for and find all of their gear. So it's all antique. It's not. A lot of it's junk now because it hasn't been maintained for who knows how long, and whatnot. But some of it might be in working order. But the real importance of it is that it's all antiques, like specifically Confederate antiques. So that alone is going to be worth some money.
Cash.
Exactly, some cash money. And you're all able to return, and in the end, it will take a bit of time to salvage this thing. Would you like to try to acquire your shopping cart?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
it's time.
I think we
Okay.
need it.
So, after the entire search, we'll say that the time frame has reset, and basically, one moment. I don't want to lie to people. This is a heavy cruiser. Yep, Confederate heavy cruiser. So, who wants to make the roll for the cruiser, and who wants to make the roll to salvage / repair the shopping cart, as we're calling it?
Am I able to repair the shopping cart, or am I already spent? I can't do anything.
It's reset. It's reset.
It's reset.
Okay, what would you guys rather we do? Get the shopping cart or do the other thing?
Your call.
Do the shopping cart.
Yeah, I'd say go for that.
Ow, fuck. Okay, yeah, shopping cart.
You good?
Yeah, sorry, just really hard sneeze really fucked me up.
Ah.
That would be 10 dice. No, 9 dice. Because there's no pluses, huh?
Yep.
Got feelings repairs, right, Chance?
Yep.
5 successes.
Ooh.
Crit success!
That's actually exactly what you needed to repair this one.
Hey.
So it was in some pretty bad disorder. Engine's not working. A lot of the grav systems to hold the cargo in place not working. On top of that, this was specifically a collier, meaning it was full of munitions. And Hana, you have a near heart attack repeatedly. Repeatedly. The rest of these people don't realize the minefield they quite literally stumbled into. They have
What
a
do you
little bit
mean
of an
these
inkling, Hana.
people?
They have a little bit of an inkling, but Hana, my goodness.
Am I rolling a
Some-
cold? It's that bad?
If you want to roll
boy.
cold, you can, but you don't have
Oh
to.
boy.
Finn's just like,
Every single one of the missiles on this fucking thing's active. Live, ready to jet.
oh.
And
I would like to roll a
Oh,
cold if I
cool.
know this
Cool.
information.
You see, you will only know this information if Hana tells you, because Melv, as soon as everyone learns that this was a collier ship, sends Hana to make sure that it's all safe and dandy.
So
Hana,
would Hana tell him?
do you tell
Hana
everyone
comes
the
back
near
grinning
danger?
like the jackal.
You are devil. No.
Are you? Does he tell
But
Finn?
but yeah, Hana, what do you do with this information? Do you just let everyone just keep on going about their things with and not want to worry them, or do you let them with good news that this thing's a
Good news, everyone!
Roman candle?
Oh God.
That could have gone very badly.
So you let everyone know. You let everyone know after the fact.
Yes, after the fact.
Okay. So
I could have died.
So after everything was disassembled and pushed away, Hana, you let the crew know the good news, and
Captain would have probably known before that, but the others.
yeah. So I would like everyone who would have reasonably been within the common room when Hana lets know about the good information of the accomplishment of repairing the vessel. Know the good news to make a cold roll, because
I
you're
don't think
once
I'm
again facing death.
I don't. I mean, I was in immediate facing death. I think. Like, I would have been very bad. It would have been instant. I'd be gone. Vapor.
Why, that's very interesting to know.
To put it into perspective, if one of those went off,
Yep.
that's a
One
lot.
of those. If one of those went off.
Well, because
Yeah, because if one goes off, they all go off.
That's true,
It's a
fair
Roman
enough.
candle.
So I only have. I guess Finn was following behind. I guess so. Fucking. Thanks for telling me.
Hana has no tact.
None.
I was working on those. Thanks.
And you did a fine job, Finn. A fine job. You know these things are designed so that when one hits, they all go. He just goes into a ramble.
They're actually designed so they don't do that, but you see, the issue for you, Hana, was that all of those auto ejection things, they're all seized up.
Let me tell you, Flynn, this is truly something different. This was, for all intensive purposes, a bomb. This was a bomb.
And I defused a bomb, and not knowing it was a bomb.
You defused a bomb. Just hits him on the chest lightly. Look at you go.
How long did you
could
know
have
it was a
done
bomb?
I've known this for about the past 20 minutes and already had an anxiety attack. You all have a fantastic night.
So, with that all said and done, you're able to get the shopping cart. It's the engines. They don't exactly work that well, but it's all right. But Verossi can make do. You attach Verossi to it with some nice long tethers and cables, making sure it's nice and snug in there. Everything's all safe. All the cargo's ejected. You got all the grav modules, most of them to work. They're not 100% capacity, but you don't need them at 100% capacity. And now, I need someone to make the salvage roll for this boy.
I can do it.
Hey.
Someone was so far away just then.
That was someone else in the house. But yeah,
Oh,
so I
okay.
need someone to make a lovely roll for this.
Gut feeling repairs.
Gut feeling repairs indeed.
I'll throw a willpower down for that.
Nice.
It's
That's
like slapping
money.
someone with a gauntlet.
Yep, you need to get at minimum 3 successes to get the reactor.
Got it. Got 11 dice, baby. Let's see it.
Come on. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Let me just update my little thingamajig. Yes. Yeah, so you get the reactor. You get a couple power sources. Many weapon systems.
Oh boy.
Oh!
And a few secondary systems. And all of that said and done, your ship is completely full now, and the shopping cart is at like 1/5 capacity.
Nice.
While
Nice.
we're looking through stuff, are we able to find O2 canisters? Because I know we used quite a few before.
You can find a handful of them, but right now, because we are in hashtag tutorial mode, y'all are just able to restock on free from Verasi.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. Wow.
It's when tutorial mode is over is when I will be keeping track of the total amount for Verasi, so that y'all can make more informed decisions.
Hot.
But right now, you don't need, like, right now, the Verasi will always have enough for free extra, because mechanically and cinematically speaking, Verasi overstocked with supplies for this mission just because they knew it would be a long one.
To clarify, 3 extra means we have a total of 3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You will always have a total of 3 for this segment, basically. And unless, you use them while you're on the mission.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, where to next?
Do we want to salvage more of these active ships?
These active ships
We have
are
more
worth
room.
Bank.
We have more room. We need to be full.
Because there are... Okay, so there is this one up here, which is the same as this one. And there's also a tiny one down here. There's also a big boy there.
But we have to cut across the minefield for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know how large that... Well, no, we can just retrace our steps if we wanted to go to this one, because we know where the mines aren't, and we know which way we came in. So we could literally just go back the way we had gone, and then, like, try and loop it.
Mines might have shifted.
Well, yeah, there's space. There's
So
nothing stopping
I
them.
will move to where the mines would be at this time before we stopped drifting. So the mines are currently right there.
Okay.
Also, 2, you can make another attention scanners roll for me. Just attention scanners. You're not getting any of your bonuses, though.
Well, then go rifle on
Can someone else?
Again? Really?
Computer is not connecting.
That was a good callback.
Worst.
How many dice, my sir?
So I don't. You said no cog bonuses.
Yep, no cog
That's
bonuses.
gonna be a 7, then I think.
Yep.
I
Someone
got
with 7
it.
dice from our
Let's
boy.
see. My
Yes,
luck
that's
is on a roll.
All right, so you're very diligent with your scanning roll there, my guy, and you're able to determine 2 more clusters of mines nearby. Still currently not active.
What does that mean, currently not active? Like, if we bumped into them, they would not blow us up?
So currently not active as in they don't look like they're armed right now, but they're mines, so it's hard.
Yeah.
So there's a 50-50 chance they'll blow up or activate when they detect you. But the fact that he's able to detect them means that they have a very, very, very slight energy source.
Real talk out of character for a second. How much money are the mines worth?
No.
Not a lot.
Okay.
Like
Fucking
the mines are worth a little bit more than missiles, but it's
not
not
a
worth the
lot.
risk.
Okay, got it.
Do we have any opinions about which one we want to go to in particular? I'm vetoing this one right now.
I agree with the veto. I say let's hit up this guy.
Okay.
All right. Your boy Franklin will very slowly move. Extra slow to the point where it just to travel across this little distance takes hours of time. Because he doesn't want to awaken the fury of the mines.
But in the meanwhile, 2 swims through space.
Yeah, 2 is able to swim very faster. But yep, you're able to get to a Imperial. Let me look at my notes. An Imperial carrier. So the carrier, as you get closer to it, it's in major disrepair. You can actually see there's assault pods still stuck onto it. And if someone would like, actually no, everyone can make it if you want. There's 2 separate rolls that can be made: a brains fringe-wise, or a brains strategy. So as many people as they want can make these rolls.
Oh.
I have 5 dice.
I didn't even realize strategy was a thing you could get.
So everyone can all at once, right?
Yep.
Hey, 2, you got strategy, don't you?
What was the roll?
Brains fringe-wise or brains strategy?
I don't have any brains.
Oh.
What's your strategy though?
It's 2.
2. So in total, it's 3 dice from 2.
I failed. Sadly, my luck ran out.
Excuse me as I'm sketchy. Woo!
All right. Ram, what was yours with strategy?
Yeah. Sorry, it
Lauren?
was a fringe-wise. It was a fringe-wise.
Oh, fringe-wise? Okay. Lorne, unfortunately...
Yeah, mine was strategy.
Oh, yours is strategy. Okay.
Yep.
So you actually do get something in that case. So, Lorne, you've done a little bit of historical reading on certain topics here and there. You had to for the church. And back during this war, way back when, the Confederates, and because these are Confederate assault pods for certain, like to use live troops for their boarding parties. Normally, they were, heavily armed and armored assault marines, and when they could afford them, they were, more elite marines. But you can't recall too much information about the more elite forces they had at their disposal. But unlike the Terrans, which used everything for their assault parties, the Confederates just used actual soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Ram, you're able to get the exact same thing, but you know a little bit more about the a little bit more about the how-tos. Like when successful, they could reboard their pods and return back to their mothership, or take the ship, or alternatively, if the ship is in working order, they would fly it to a safer location.
Okay.
The fact that the pods are still attached to a ship means they were either unsuccessful or everyone died. Like there's a lot of damage to the ship, so it's likely that something occurred to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hana, yours was also a fringe rise, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you get all of that, and you also get a little bit more, where in the case where these parties failed to achieve their objective of capturing the ship, they will do their best to scuttle the ship. The fact that the reactor is still giving off a little bit of signal means that they failed to scuttle the ship. You also get that the more elite Marines were cybernetically enhanced. That's what made them so elite, was they were cyborgs. A very difficult process to do and a very legal process to do today, but that's what they used. More or less so that they could compete with the robotic, defense systems that the Terrans like to employ. Because it's when you can rip apart the robot and not the other way around, that's pretty helpful in combat.
Now the cyborgs, did they have normal human lifespans, or is it possible for one to still be functional 500 years later?
No idea.
Ooh.
You know that there were, you know that there is ways to extend the human lifespan, but medically speaking, it's very unlikely.
We may want to be careful exploring this one.
So, once more into the breach, 3 people, 3 or more people.
I'll go
Same rolls as
again.
last time?
Same rolls as last time, plus anything else you think that might be useful.
I'll go again. I'll do appraisals. Woo.
Unless you want human meat shield, Rem's gonna be lazy.
What the hell was that?
Heck was what?
You guys didn't experience that?
No, what happened?
Huh.
What?
It was like a phone. Dude, that was weird. Sorry.
I was muted, so you
Continue.
can't blame me for this one.
No, I think it was completely me. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I'll do their appraisal again. Yep.
Okay. Who else would like to go? Same people as last time?
Looks like
Two.
Yeah.
Don't all jump in at once.
Okay, 2, and
There's only a certain amount of people that can actually do the rolls with any good efficiency here,
well,
guys.
you can also throw your own suggestions for rolls as well that can be made.
Get fucked.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, well, for those of you who are going,
I don't think I can talk to the ship into letting.
Like a beacon submission.
Hey, could you just take yourself apart into pieces, the bite-sized chunks we can take home with us? Thank you.
Ship-kun.
Ship-key.
I guess I'll roll it.
Ship senpai.
3 successes, better than last time. Hey.
Yep. So I will roll for your bay again. 6. Okay. And 2. I need you to make, unless you need someone else to make the roll for you.
I think I can do it.
Okay, so that is a attention search. And you do get your cog bonus because you're wearing your cog. Nice. Okay. Again, we can't count, but we all got high numbers. So,
high numbers.
Finn, the inside of his ship is wrecked. And unlike the last one where there wasn't too many bodies, this one has a lot of bodies. So I do need all 3 of you to make me a lovely cold.
Oh boy.
I will.
I need
roll
more
for,
dice.
for your bay.
Fuck!
Crit fail!
Delicious.
I need more dice.
Just walk down the ship.
Maybe should have willpowered that one.
Ooh,
That is your second cold crit fail of this campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think you don't perform well under pressure.
He doesn't!
All right.
At least
so,
it's in character.
It's the bomb. It was the bomb thing. It's really
It was the
good.
bomb thing. It cracked him a bit, okay?
Okay. So I am going to need you to actually make me a void check after now.
Ooh.
So it's the same roll?
It's the same roll. And whatever bonuses that you may have. Okay, 1 success. Okay. So, Finn, a lot of these bodies are pretty badly dismembered.
So it's pretty
a lot
gory
of-
in there. Nice.
Pretty gory, yeah. Thankfully, a lot of it's mummified, but still, it's pretty rotten. and despite there being some power, it's mostly all drifting through the stuff. Not a lot of fun. And there was at one point where you swear up and down that you heard something, and then but it sounded reminiscently like, well, Terran, but you're not too sure. And then you kind of pause because it sounded like a person, and you kind of re-go over the audio file, and there's nothing there, but you're positive that you heard it. And that definitely, that alone was enough to kind of spook you a bit. That doesn't help that for whatever reason it seems your lights are just kind of dim in certain sections of the ship. But in the end, do take that one cold for me, thank you. In
No,
the
I will.
end, you are able to all go through the ship fairly well. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, okay. The reactor is salvageable. It'll be a pain in the butt to get, but it will be able to be gotten, if I can speak words. The weapon systems on this vessel, they're all shot. A lot of the subsystems shot, but the reactor, it can be got. The security side of things, there was surprisingly quite a bit of automatons still active inside of this vessel, most of which seem disorientated, and for a machine that's kind of weird. But through Six's, careful navigation, she is able to lead you all through the ship to avoid such scenarios. And there was one close call where there was one present, but it was apparent that the reason the simps and other robotics on the vessel are disorganized is because they seem to be corrupted, like in just some way, shape, or form. Doesn't seem like they're functioning as they should be. So probably don't want to take those on board.
Okay.
But looking over the rest of the ship, everything seems to be intact. Two, you manage to, while you're scoping around, find quite a few interesting takes. A lot of the, subsystems, as previously described, are just completely shot and not working. But it does look like, at least the assault on this ship was done with more elite Marines, as you're strolling through one of the halls and you can see where a barricade was set up by the defenders of a vessel. That barricade was certainly breached, but near it, still standing upright, 8 feet of just heavy metal plates, completely battered by weapons fire, is a old Confederate knight. And in particular, you can tell that this isn't just a Confederate knight, this is an Imperial turncoat.
Oh.
In front of you is an Imperial knight. The armor is worth from a usability standpoint, the armor's worthless. However, from a antique and relic side of things, the armor's priceless. You find a couple remnants of both Confederate, knight armor here and there, most of it completely destroyed in one way, shape, or form. Not really much salvageable. The weapons also not faring much well, but in the end, that is probably the only additional thing that you find which is worth something. So, a good find.
Hella find!
I forgot. You also find that inside the hangar area are plenty of replacement weapons, some in better condition than others, for Imperial fighters, but as to be expected, there is no Imperial fighters on board the vessel. So those are also quite valuable.
Okay. So we're getting some good haul.
Yeah.
Were you guys able to get the reactor?
I think so.
Yep, the reactor's intact, and so
Hot.
now all needs to be made is a roll to actually salvage it. Well, salvage a ship.
Okay. So what's that roll again?
That will be this will be Mindy's roll.
Mm.
So that is a 6 dice.
6.
Yep.
None of
and
their
she-
specialties apply.
None of their specialties apply.
Okay.
Do you think? So, and they need 3 successes to salvage the reactor.
All right.
I have a question, Chance.
I have an answer, maybe.
Since we are NPCing this character, can one of us give one of our will points to the NPC character?
Every time.
I mean, I think it's a valid question given that the player
So-
character, we can't burn their willpower for them.
So, in this situation, I will allow it, just because it is technically a player character, and it is
To be
unfair.
fair, I'd say Wrath would want to use a willpower anyway, but
I'm quite sure Raph would also like to, but just in case, because it is a player character, and I will say that's the reason why I'm allowing it this time. But
Take
in
my
most cases, you wouldn't
willpower.
be able to do it. Okay, so you can
okay.
add the +2 from the willpower.
Alrighty, yo. 2 successes.
Unfortunate. So you're not able to salvage the reactor. There was a problem with its salvaging, but you are able to get parts of it.
Okay.
So it's not a complete loss. It sucks because a intact reactor is worth so much more.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Hey, got something.
can't win all battles.
Alright.
But the most of what you get is the parts of your reactor and some power sources, and then the actual finds within it. And overall, it did take most of the day just to scout the ship, and it took a few days to, salvage it. And the salvage of it, just because there were so many automated defenses, was very precise cuts into it, where then bits of it were extracted outwards. So if someone comes over one day, they're going to find a carrier that's just made into Swiss cheese.
I go, well, hope they enjoy.
For you.
Where to next?
Delicious.
How much room do we have on our boat?
Maybe one more.
Okay, do we want little guy or slightly bigger guy?
I say let's
Or-
go for the last reactor that isn't the one we're afraid of.
Well, okay, so there's one down here, and there's one
Yeah.
up here as well.
Oh, is there? I didn't see there was another.
Yeah.
You don't want to go for this lad?
No, he's kind of scared us. By us, I
Okay.
mean me.
You said we could probably land on him, but I don't see any need to.
Well, that one still has a lot of working systems.
Oh, you're right. But
Don't listen to the devil.
the devil has gotten in my ears, brother.
No, close them.
No. We need money.
You do need money.
Working systems
have
are worth bank.
So much money already.
No,
But
we can get more money.
Oh my god.
We can get all the fucking armor upgrades, god damn it. Plus we haven't taken any damage.
However,
we got this.
working
The
systems
Rossi is a
also-
piece of shit.
Working
So-
systems also pose the threat of viruses and AI and other things.
Another thing is all the munitions on the shopping cart still active on there? Like, we didn't dump them,
no,
right?
you had to dump them so you can get the other stuff.
Okay, we did dump them. Never mind. I take back that.
And also, from 2's report, it seemed like the thing was literally just following basic orders because there was no rhyme or reason to what it was doing. Because it was like, I detected something alive. Sensor burst. There's a dreadnought in front of me. That must have been it. And then it just fired everything at the dreadnought.
I think we could
then-
do it. I think we could get on there, turn off the systems, then we bring our bucket over to shove everything in there.
If you guys are willing to take the risk, I'm fine with it.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Alrighty, here we go to our death.
Yeah. Once again into the breach.
So I need to make a roll for Franklin.
When he's approaching it, can we not be dragging all the stuff we just scavenged with us? Can we have parked it somewhere and be able to go back and get it?
Yeah. You parked it where you were hiding before.
Perfect.
And ooh, that's a fun roll.
Oh no.
Kareem, I don't know what music you got going there, but I can hear.
On
sorry
some
about that.
childlike adventure.
He's off in a different world. Two's just like playing some relaxing, calming meditation sounds.
This is in his helmet.
So
Yeah.
Very zoomed in.
Heightened efficiency.
going over the ship and just trying to find a good spot, you do find that it looks like one of the airlocks to the vessel is currently open. One of the larger ones at that, so you could probably fly a small shuttle into it. Unfortunately, all of your shuttles are far too big to fit into that. But you found your access point.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. So, this time, because it is an active ship, Melv wants to send the crew.
Yeah.
So,
Who's the crew? Who counts as the crew?
yeah, y'all count as a crew.
We do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's us.
So
All
he's
us?
sending, yep, all of you.
It is.
Okay.
And I'll give you a nice little, like, imagery of your
Oh.
big boy sort of, vessel here.
Oh,
Lots
pretty.
of holes across it, you know?
Mm.
Very, very reminiscent, like, very aesthetic, but, well, it has a lot of guns on it. And everyone's kind of, oh, I don't know if we can land near it, but you're gonna try.
Is there we can help Franklin? Like, we can, I don't know, backseat drive?
May I actually, to help Franklin, may I make a know-how weaponry to determine possible blind spots with the weapons?
Sure.
Hey. That's Brains know-how, yeah?
Yep.
Give me a second here. I had to refresh my Roll20, so I gotta set my stuff back up.
Oh boy.
4 successes.
So, there's not too many blind spots, but thankfully most of the weapons, if 2 is to be believed, don't have ammo. It's mostly the point defense turrets and the anti-munition systems, which you need to be worried about. And those, again, there's not too many blind spots, but there's definitely a lot that you can make out which are clearly damaged, and you take those into account as probably not being able to target you, as Franklin very slowly and gingerly moves in to a point where it's a crawl, where what should be maybe seconds of flight time becomes hours. As he's burning the engines as low as they can be burnt, just trying to get nice and close to your destination. And with your assistance there, he does change his course, and it does take even more time, but it's probably worth it to be safe rather than sorry. As Varasi then parks up right next against it, and sends out some of its latches on to that airlock, makes the seal with its extending. I always forget what that lovely part of it called, but it makes a nice little bridge between the airlock and Verasi. It's not a proper fit, but it's good enough.
It'll do. It'll do.
Very nice.
Indeed.
So none of its senses activated or anything like that, or
Not that you can tell.
Cool.
Cool indeed.
Okay, okay. I suppose this is where we board.
Yep.
Oh,
Just
could
get
I
your
use
tokens ready.
my many years of raiding expertise to help this go easy?
Well, what would you like to do specifically in regards to this?
Oh, you know, hostile. Keep an eye out for hostile elements.
Okay, you can do that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Give me one moment as I get everything ready to go. Where are you, tokens? There you are. Yeah. Very sorry. I just need to grab all my delicious tokens. And yes, that's what I'm calling them. Delicious tokens.
Mhm.
Did good work out there then, Chef.
I like to think so. Okay, I can hide this good.
Imagine if we hadn't come to this ship and it just floated there, this image unused forever.
It's alright, most of my images never get used. I'm used to it. Single tier.
Your players are too smart.
So prudent.
No, they just avoid things.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
like people who just want to live a normal, ordinary, unbothered life.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Oh, I need to delete all of that crap. Bloop. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. New map. So,
Oh boy.
you start moving into the through the airlock and the bridge. Everyone's cogged up. Everyone has their air ready to be turned on because you don't know if there's an atmosphere on this ship or not. You don't know what's going on. Are you bringing your robo friend, or have you disabled him because you're up against a Terran ship?
He is
Oh,
being
absolutely disabled.
this entire time, I believe.
He's fucking sleeping.
He's sleeping and he's staying sleeping.
I'm
He's
sorry, I
put
think I
down for
just
little
drew
nap
on the
time.
map.
If
I
you
don't
did, I
see
can't see
you.
it.
I don't see it anywhere.
Oh, thank God.
But you go through the airlock, and then you go up to the Terran airlock, and those of you with the plasma cutter start cutting.
Woo. My
My
job is validated. Yeah.
And it takes quite a bit of time, but before long, you're able to cut into it and get through. And then a proper door you'll be able to fairly easily open and close behind. you step
Okay.
in, there's clear dust on the ground, and your sensors are reading that there is an atmosphere.
Okay.
How's the gravity?
Yeah.
The gravity is currently non-existent.
Lon's at home.
I'm home.
She wiggle.
Mm-hmm.
Just picturing her like wiggling around in the air like a cockroach on its back with its legs.
Before we get moving to, could you do us a favor and bless us with some scanners?
Cream.
Yeah.
He's dead. Oh, never mind.
No, I'm here. I just had to unmute. Are we doing the ship scanners or just Two's fucking?
We're on a ship.
So
yeah.
it's your own scanners.
Two's beefy boys. Give me a second so I can see what all 10 million of scanners are. I got an extra for one for life forms, which is nice.
Hey.
9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it's, I believe, and then did we get the Lorne bonus?
We did not.
There is no Lorne bonus this go around.
Boo.
I'm sorry.
What are you even for? That's the life form one. Here, I'll tag it. Life form. Or bioscanner, sorry. And then this is energy. Sorry, let me make sure. Yeah, that's energy. Just all these fucking things.
Go.
We got movement, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god.
And then I realized also that I need to check the life form one because I have the reroll action on that one.
Just
And then
get a specialty in scanners already.
I can't. I have a specialty in the life form one, so I have to do some rerolls on that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and this is the last one. This is the signal scanner. Okay, so let me see the life form one. Oh, I get to roll one more for that one.
Another one.
Okay, so those are all of it.
Going through them, the life form scanner, nothing.
Nice.
The energy scanner, there is something over here.
Ooh.
There's also like very faint power sources, scattered around, but the ship is completely dark. There is no lights on. Pitch black.
Flashlight.
Movement, there is something over here.
Wait.
Where's here?
Where?
I'm painting.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
Oh, I see.
Ah.
I don't go towards it. What kind of movement is it? Is it like a back and forth? Is it like a shimmy? Or what's going on?
The movement is going this way.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
check the energy signature first. Perhaps we'll be able to get some light on.
Alright. Well, first things first, all of you. Can you stay behind the security this time?
Manlet mode activated.
Alright. I see you have a death wish.
No.
Really, you've arrived.
Stay behind security this time.
Can I be moving with stealth?
If you want to go with stealth, you may.
Where are you going to? Are you hiding behind Ram as well?
No, he's getting an advantage state. He gets on top of you, and he can survey the land.
Oh, I see. He wants the height advantage that he can't have with his little manlet leg.
Yeah, you mean short king legs.
Right. Of course.
Hey, take me with you.
Come with me then. Go with me, coward.
If you'd like to make a stealth, that is
No.
a quickness stealth. Inside the room, there's a bunch of, old dilapidated barrels and some crates just floating around.
I'll just drag Mindy with me.
There is some bits of paper here and there also floating around. Other like garbage.
The paper doesn't have anything written on it in particular.
No,
it's
just
crap. Okay.
Just crap.
Oh wait, were we rolling intention?
You're rolling stealth. You want to roll stealth.
Oh.
Man,
No.
Up here, right?
What stealth roll? What's the stealth roll?
Quickness stealth. What are you asking for, Kareem?
The energy.
Yep, it's coming from somewhere over there.
And just remind me, is it possible to use reaction instead of quickness?
Not for stealth.
Boo.
I don't have any stealth. It's fine.
Here we go.
So I don't have any stealth, so I would just roll straight.
Straight quickness, but you're not doubling it.
Oh no.
It's not a crit fail, it's just a failure.
Okay.
Hold on, I might crit fail. You never know. My luck has been bad.
You don't have to stealth.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm good.
No, I insist.
I gotta do it. You don't have to do it. I gotta do it.
You really twisted my arm here.
So there seems to be some sort of piece of large machinery over here. There's a couple lights on it, which are very, very faint red, so we're not exactly emitting a lot of light. But, you know, it's there.
How tall is the ceiling?
In this room in particular, the ceiling goes up to 12 feet.
Okay.
Your time has come.
I'm probably up there. I'm using the handhold.
Can I?
There is no handholds here.
Oh, okay. We're just drifting then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Parents don't believe in, losing gravity.
I suppose.
Excuse me again. One more time. Please.
If I scanned from here, would I get anything further?
Maybe.
Alright then, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Oh god, that's dangerous. He has to fucking make a macro for all my scanners to go off at once.
Honestly, you probably should.
So many.
2 success.
Alright. What scanners in particular?
As movement.
Alright. There is a movement that's going this way.
Still the same? Okay, cool. Never mind.
I'll check this thingy. What is it?
So from what you can tell, as you kind of look over it with there is some very dilapidated words, but you're able to make sense of them to most part. Like, not all the letters are there, but enough are there you can make an educated guess that this is a air filtration system. It seems like because this is an airlock, they want to have a system on hand that can manage the atmosphere in this local area.
Is it currently on?
It is indeed currently on.
Oh, okay. Air is breathable in this area.
If you'd like, you can even turn on the screen that was currently off. You can look over the exact details of it. According to the screen, everything is nominal.
Okay. I will switch to normal breather so that I'm not using up my O2.
Okay. Let me
switch to
reveal.
filters.
Farfanugan. Alrighty. There we go.
Okay. Cool. Well, I seen that now.
It's a nice big vent right here.
Oh god, don't tempt her.
Oh god. I would like to do a scan, that shady ass vent.
Okay.
I'll do a movement and a bio. There's the bio.
Nice.
There's the movement.
Alright, so the bio again picks up nothing. Movement
Nice.
picks up something's going this way.
Sorry, I gotta zoom out. Again. Okay, I see. Oh, okay.
Are you doing anything, Rye?
I'm sitting on this barrel.
So
chilling.
No, I'm not.
You,
I'll start moving. I was going to go.
The barrel's
Well,
probably
Probably sitting here watching Ram and Finn. because there's nothing else to look for. And then when they move, she'll move. So there's like a few minutes she's sitting down doing nothing.
So you just like, so you manage to like grip onto the barrel a bit and like flop your tush fair as you hold it up against you. And then once you're like stop moving, the barrel's able, like move with your local, gravity, sort of like lack of gravity, so you can just, relax a bit. You just kind of like float a bit.
Ah, yes. Zero G seating.
Very relaxing.
All right, now I
There's
guess
a
I'll move
vent
on.
over here, everyone.
Is it just the vent?
Yes.
Goes back to sitting.
I will. I guess too. Will ask Lauren if she wants to go down the vent because she seems to bring it up. It's like you want to.
Always.
Okay. Can I kinetic unit just rip the grate off?
You can indeed.
That was
Gestures.
noisy.
Bad noise. Bad noise. Bad noise. Bad.
The movement stops.
Oh no! Notification goes off.
Nice, guys. Nice.
I think we should have
And then
attempted to
the
pull
movement-
it off quietly.
And then the movement continues this way. So it stopped for a few moments. There was no other sounds, and then it kept on moving this way.
Oh, so it just kept going. Okay. I think
So
we're good.
sound is a trigger then. Cool.
Yep. See, it was information gathering.
Sure.
However, you can hear a little click clack inside coming from the vent now. As soon as it's ripped off, it sounds very metallic. It's very quiet. Click clack.
And God, I hate. Can I move it? Scan it again.
Sure.
Wait, hit what again?
I'm scanning.
So
Okay, I thought you were hitting that.
moving in the vent.
No more
No.
noise!
your movement scanner has a hard time picking something up, but there's something very faint. So it must be really tiny because movement scanners don't really pick up small things all that well.
Lady.
Clack, clack.
Just
It's
push it
getting
back.
louder.
No,
Oh, it's getting louder?
No, crabs.
Hmm.
He will try to push Lauren back. Lauren is big, so it's not she doesn't want to. She can stay. That's fine.
If he wants to be the security dude, he'll let her do that.
Yeah,
Then
he's like, we
the
should
click.
back up.
Then the click clacks kind of grow quieter, and there's a click. Has been a small scarab-shaped robot kind of crawls out of a vent. You can see multiple as it kind of unfurls, kind of almost as if it was a beetle unfurling its wings, but instead you can see little bit of sensors popping out as it figures out what's going on around it before it kind of moves over towards. And unfortunately, I don't have a token for it, but I'll just draw a little cyan.
I just imagine it looks like a frog for some reason.
So it's pretty small, can fit in your palm of your hand.
I think
The three of you roll me an attention as it starts looking over some stuff.
Attention?
Straight attention?
Yep, just a straight attention. As it moves over to the discarded plate, it kind of like jumps up a bit to get onto it.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
almost
right.
got every single dice.
Man, what the fuck are these rolls?
I'm
He's
on a
going
roll.
wild, man. He's going
I
wild.
think whoever said it was a repair bot is right.
Can't do a cold to save his life, but everything
Finn.
else.
You're pretty focused on this, but you two, you know not to just focus on one thing, but to also focus on all the things around you, because it's good to be aware. And Finn, you're just enamored by this area. You're just looking around, seeing if there's any more. And there's definitely more. As you can see from other small little hatches, other little scarabs start pushing their way out, and they're moving quietly. They're not making any tic-tacs. They're clearly don't want to be detected.
Hey.
There's 1, 2, 4,
We
8,
should get out of here.
12,
Right now.
20,
So
30, and there's just more. And you have a system that lets you catalog all the things. In the little tiny corner of your screen, that number keeps on climbing. 2 digits, then 3 digits.
We need to get out.
Okay.
Right
There's
now.
3 digits worth of these things in here right now, too.
How many digits?
Are they
3 digits,
biological
so
or mechanical
They're
well, over
robots.
100 right now inside this tiny little room.
We're good
Hey.
to go.
Hey guys, yeah, let's move out of this room.
Leave. We go.
the fuck have you done?
Lauren
Are they
takes the
following, or are they
walls.
just staying in the room?
You can see that there's a couple that very methodically follow after you, but most of them are staying inside that room.
Okay.
Is there a role to figure out what they are, or no?
They look like ladies, but they look like a much older model.
Okay.
And as you come into this room, you can see that there's more in this room too.
Oh.
So I would like to if I find one, is there systems to ping them out, right?
Yeah.
To other
Can I
yeah, I keep
ultrasound
you
ping
pinging.
them out.
Like there's one there, one there, one there.
There's a lot, and it's almost like it's hard to describe, but Tu and Finn, you kind of get the feeling that these little robots despise you, hate you with all of their metallic software and hardware. They just you don't know why robots can't have emotion,
because you
but
broke something.
Yeah, how
but
dare you?
looking at them,
I didn't break anything. What the fuck?
No, he said two. Two feels like they hate him.
No.
No,
Tu and
me
Finn.
too.
Oh.
Both of you get about that,
Probably
as
'cause
they despise you.
See them.
Hey guys, I would like to petition for us to leave the ship.
+1.
Petition denied. Let's continue.
Petition not
I'm
denied.
gonna
Security
need a
threat.
better excuse than a
we
few
need a better,
bugs, guys.
better excuse, definitely.
How
Just
big?
like sends a
How big are
report on the
these?
fact-
There's hundreds of them.
Well, we'll
they're-
find a way to deal with
All
hundreds.
fit
You never
on
dealt with a
your hand.
pest infestation before?
I can't hear you.
They're very small, like they kind of fit in the palm of one's hand.
Can I see them?
Oh
Once
my
they
god,
get
Lon!
sent to you, yes.
Wait, what?
Mouse? So many
I
mouse?
know, that little on my hand. Oh.
Do you pick one up?
Lauren, please.
I am looking at it. I'm not holding it. I am looking at it.
Are you sure? Can you stop yourself from picking it up?
I don't know. Let me see.
You asked a lot of questions about. It seemed like they were pertinent to picking one up.
I want.
I think maybe you want to pick one up.
I look at it really closely.
All right. Just give me one moment. I'm trying to find my picture for these little bastards.
Cause I've got my little mag boots and gloves engaged right now, so I'm on the wall looking at this thing.
All right. Just give me one moment.
Big creature looks at little creature.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She's just
All right,
growing there.
So we're going to be ending shortly, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
10 minutes. So we will end off with Lorne, as you are inspecting this little thing. It suddenly launches itself right at you with malicious intent. And we will end off on there as it's starting off combat by attacking.
Oh,
okay.
Immediately. We should have gone away.
All we need is a good bit of pest spray, and then we'll be fine.
Robo pest spray.
Yes, exactly. Just
Maybe
like
electricity.
Yeah.
This is not good. I kind of remembered the whole Oh yeah, 6 got fucked up by a bunch of tiny robots on the last one. Huh.
Did 6?
Wonder what's gonna happen.
Cool. Oh, good session, guys.
Good game. Great. Nice.
Fuck.
I
Lauren,
will get.
no.
I will find a little token for them, or worst case scenario, I will draw a crappy little token.
Make them look
Why is
like
that
a
worst case
fraud.
scenario? Chance aren't good.
Because my art.
I
is
think you
bad.
could find scarab robots. I could look up.
It's all right. I have a very specific image for them in mind.
Hold on.
Hon.
You know, the first thing I think of is it's, I forget what they're called, but in Transformers, they're tiny little nanobots. That
Oh, like the mites, the thing with the little fucking like raider mouth.
something like that.
I can't remember. I remember seeing it in the cartoon. Bulkhead got really fucked up by them. Yeah.
Alright, well,
Crying.
good game, everyone. I'm gonna go take a
GG.
nap.
GG.
Goodbye.
Sleep well.
GG, my dude.
So I'm going to quickly burb as I grab dinner, and I'll be around for RPs or other things TM.
Nice.
Oh, nice.